sells seashells by the seashore.
by the seashore. Ow now, brown cow. Ow now,
A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O-U.
Jack Black.
School of Rock.
Did you do a little sound check?
Who wants?
Yeah, do you want to give us a 1-2-1-2? You don't have to rock him. You can rock him if you want. Sorry that we don't have a lot.
No, yeah, you're good.
They're really not super
Test.
necessary. Yeah, you're sounding good.
Doctor.
Can I get some more snare in my monitor?
More cowbell.
I got no
Let's get
snare in
there.
my headphones.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to lean in towards it if
Yeah.
you're the one talking.
Okay.
I think it can pick up everything from far away, but
Yeah,
Give it a little.
So I got no headphones. Does this sound okay?
yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
Good?
Can I
Okay.
get less Andy in my headphones?
I don't think you have to be like on it, just like
Maybe
near it.
I don't know. I feel like
Oh,
I'm
I'm gonna
like
get
this.
right on it.
get up in there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fucking roll the intro here real fast.
Roll it.
All right.
Rolling.
It's the red light blinking.
Hello and welcome to the Hood Report, episode 7. Happy New Year's to everybody. Sitting with me today, we got Leif from Chutch. Leif, how you doing?
Doing well. Good morning.
Good morning. Also sitting with us today, we have Unkle Andy and the Fuck Around Band. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Hello.
Unc, how about you introduce the band today?
So, we are Unkle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang previously.
Big news.
We are now Unkle Andy. That's it.
Yeah.
Just Unkle Andy
We are all Uncle Andy.
as an entity. We're embodying the old Unkle Andy, like
We're
from-
still Uncle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang. Yeah.
But
But
we're-
to Spotify.
We're announcing
everyone.
that you guys have a big announcement. You guys are doing a name change.
Exactly.
So no longer Uncle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang. You are simply Uncle Andy.
Yep.
And who all is in Uncle Andy? Who's sitting with us here today?
We got myself, Andy. We got Morgan Smith, Nevin Graves, Josh Pentecost.
Hell yeah, full band. How we doing, guys?
Doing good. Doing good.
Well, so the band name is changing. What's stirring the band name change? Are we no longer
Marketing.
marketing?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to put the F word on a flyer,
People don't like to print fuck.
and it's 7 words, which is too much.
It also, I noticed we don't hit like algorithm shit with having fuck in there. It
Ah.
doesn't throw us in the algorithm at all.
Shock value got it going, but then you gotta like.
Yeah, if it really, blew up or something right away, then like, yeah, roll with it. But
So I'm
No.
saying we're still Uncle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang, but we'll just from here on out, like on the marquee, it's just gonna be Uncle Andy. On all the socials,
What?
just Uncle Andy.
Is there one good story where you told someone that you're Uncle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang and they just immediately said no?
oh,
No, but people always are kind of like, okay.
it's
That's
normally
a lot.
like, fuck yeah, or like,
Yeah.
oh, all right. But then I have gotten some like I do most of the booking, like emailing and stuff. So I've gotten some responses like, no, not a chance. Like you would not fit our venue type thing. Like we're
Just
not
off
down
of the
with that.
name?
Just off
Yeah.
the name. Yeah.
Because Uncle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang, you're like, if you're someone who doesn't know. Versus just Uncle Andy, you're like, oh, they're gonna like show up and play bluegrass or something.
Yeah,
I really know.
100%.
Well, thank you guys for being in here. I know some of you drove from far away this morning. It's early, so respect and thank
Me
you.
and
And-
Nevin.
yeah. I mean, you guys are my favorite band, so despite being like longtime friends, like I'm still fanning out that you guys are here and we get to interview you today. And yeah, very excited.
We love you guys.
Stoked
Yeah,
to be here.
big love, man, big love. All right, well,
Hold
they're
on,
here.
Before we
and-
get started,
oh, damn.
Leif.
Oh,
Damn, Unc and
yeah.
Unc and Leif are gonna get started, right?
No, these guys are sober
really?
now. But
Oh man,
got
I'm
some,
soft.
What do we got going on
tequila
here?
And Leif's joining
Cheers.
me. Good morning.
Cheers, good morning.
Humidor, give us money.
There we go. Some Humidor tequila going down 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
They're sober. I'm just abstaining.
Leif didn't shotgun the Red Bull with the Hood Girls episode, so he's tagging in to
There we
Give
go.
me some
this
credit.
Oh, you guys could be doing Tobamas over there.
Your favorite.
one. Starting it off right. It's appropriate when you got a kick-ass rock band at the table, you know? There we go.
Rock and roll.
Fucking A.
Where are the sex and drugs?
That's coming.
Why do you-
Later, yeah, later.
Yeah, we can't show that on live TV.
Why do you think Devin and I relate?
Just want here for a minute. Just put a little parental advisory.
Well, we got some hood news that we're going to be sharing with you guys. It's been a while since we sat down and recorded. We kind of took a hiatus here for winter break. So thank you guys for bearing with us while we were away. And we're excited to be back here with these guys. Got a good episode in store for you. So catching up on some hood news, it has been dumping snow. We had a pretty heavy winter break snowfall. How's the boarding been? Let's do a boarding check-in. Leif,
Yeah.
I know you've been riding a bunch. I saw
Yeah.
Leif greased the triple kink up there at the yard. Locked in on a board slide through it.
Probably a quad kink.
Is it? Oh, it's a quad kink. Yeah. Where are we counting?
No, but yeah, I've been boarding at the yard.
Is it quad kink? I thought it was down flat, down flat, down flat,
What is a kink?
down flat. Where are we
Morgan
at?
has
I lost
opinions
track.
on this.
What is a kink?
Yeah, no, it is a quad kink.
Yeah,
Is that
respect.
East Coast or West Coast quad kink?
West Coast.
All right.
Two
You
flats.
guys been boarding?
Yeah.
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 I went to Bachelor on Monday. I met up with Javi and Mac. It was fun.
Fuck yeah.
Had a nice powder day, and then went split boarding yesterday. It was a good time.
Fuck yeah. That's Josh, guitarist, Uncle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang, formerly known as, now it's Unk.
Yeah, I've been ripping Meadows. Meadows has been great.
Uncle
Shout out
Meadows.
Meadows. Thank you for a good time.
I've been on my own yard park.
Yeah, Morgan's you've got the yard. You're like, do you get enough snow at the house that you guys just kind of have the yard going?
Yeah, it's not as much as Govy, but there's still like quite a bit of snow up there. So yeah, I've got some corrugateds and some PVCs, and I have a whole hill behind my house that me and my wife like cleared out with the chainsaw, and hopefully get enough snow to build a pretty big kicker. back
Fuck
there
yeah,
as well.
that's
But
sick.
Nice.
I love seeing the clips from it. Because for those that don't know, where you coming down from this morning? You're
Trout Lake.
Trout Lake.
Yeah.
So about an hour and some change from Hood.
Yeah, like hour 40. It's like right at the base of Mount Adams.
Nice.
Little nowhere.
And there's no lift access in that area?
No, the whole mountain's untouched. It's like cut in half between the Forest Service and the Indian Reservation, and neither of them are fucking with it, which is kind of nice. It's quiet. A lot of cows.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Trout Lake.
Yeah.
We got to play a show
city,
out there.
Great place.
Trout Lake Hall. It's
was
awesome,
a
man.
fun show.
Yeah.
It's a bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's haunted
It's
as
the
fuck
bar.
too. Like fucking.
It's like an old. It used to be a brothel or something.
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
And an inn and
they let you
restaurant.
stay upstairs. Like fucking. Yeah, it was a good time. Was tripping on some acid and like went downstairs and talked to the ghosts and stuff. It was fun. Man. Yeah.
Did they
You
talk
stayed
back?
there by
Oh
yourself.
yeah. No, I stayed there
Or
with
with-
Romero, the weird little or like.
Shout out Ramiro.
We love you, Romero. Fucking awesome, dude. Thanks for staying the night with me while I was high as fuck. But yeah, he yeah, him and I just hung out there, and it's super haunted. Like we were downstairs, and like we were feeling some weird fucking things, and saw some shit move, and yeah, it was.
Tapped into a different realm.
Yeah, it was. Cool. Trout Lake Hall's awesome.
It's a cool spot. It's a super old building.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking wild. I bet I bet if you're tapped in on that like level, you're probably like,
Spirituality.
yeah, you might be keen to some things you might not realize otherwise. Well, yeah, the boarding's been good.
Yeah, how's your boarding been, Donovan? I saw you do that back three on the gate rail. That was a good clip.
Yeah,
that you got.
I stumbled upon the govy gate that
Yeah, you
I
never
guess,
hit it before, huh?
Yeah, I just didn't know it was
Okay.
right there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a
Finally
classic.
walked 10 feet farther than I walk every time we go to the yard, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, that thing's really nice.
pretty big.
I'm stoked because I figured out the when people go through kinks, you hop like from one foot to the other foot,
Yeah.
like front foot to back foot to front foot. And I finally figured that out.
Did you hit the
this last
quad
week.
kink at the?
It was
at the
buried
yard? Oh, okay.
when
you
we
didn't
went.
hit it at all.
I haven't hit it yet.
We might have to hit it today.
Yeah, I think we're all going riding after this today.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I almost feel like it's easier when you do kind of the foot hop to hop
Yeah.
kinks, because then you're not thinking about absorbing.
Yeah,
the
you're not
kink.
just taking it.
It just happens.
I was brought up because I was going to say, I feel like it's the cross lock of snowboarding. Like, generationally, like, kids nowadays, like, cross lock their 50/50s. Like if they're skating,
Yeah.
you go like heel wheel or toe wheel, and it like really hugs you into the rail. And I feel like the front foot to back foot, front foot, like the Carroll brothers style
Yeah.
of getting through kinks.
So you were doing it on that single or double kink?
Yeah, it's like just fucking around,
That
but
square bar,
figured it
yeah.
out. So I was like, that's kind of fun.
That's kind of turned into their like signature type thing with the
Yeah.
pretzel out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Front board and backboard.
Yeah, sometimes
And,
you like
that's
pretend you're
pretty
different people, like going into different tricks to like channel a little bit of their energy or something. I was definitely like thinking about the Carroll brothers,
Dude,
learning that
speaking
thing.
of which, that fucking KC clip that, like, from the
Oh, yeah.
news in Kansas City or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, man.
Jackson, Maine.
Yeah, that's so fucking awesome.
That guy's ridiculous. But he's
was that
sick.
Colton that came off, or who was it? Was that
It was,
the person
Jackson,
you just
Maine.
said? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. If you guys are wondering what we're
But
talking
they must
about,
have been hitting spots with those guys.
yeah, they're out
Colton,
there in
Kansas City.
Kansas City hitting some spots. Got on the local news. Local
Yeah.
news filmed them jumping off the roof.
I saw another
Like,
clip
It was
of
pretty
they're
funny.
Stoked or not?
Yeah,
stoked?
like they're like, and we're live
Yeah, they
with
got, like, a spot on the
these
TV.
crazy pro snowboarders who flew all the way out here for the Kansas City
Yeah.
snowstorm.
Yeah, that's
and they're
amazing.
like, the lady goes drop, and he like drops, goes to fucking launch off of the roof, comes up short, doesn't land in the landing, just like
Dude, he just dies.
yeah, just dies on the backside of the landing and disappears out of frame, and everyone's like, yeah, like it's pretty fucking golden. Yeah, we'll
Hey,
post it up.
that guy's doing a snowboard with Sandwich.
Really?
Brown's Connection.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
Oh, that's who that is.
Sandwich promotion.
Fuck yes.
Nice.
I also got on here some breaking hood news. We got the Chutch sandwich board.
Yeah,
in
that's
production.
That's gonna be
What's
sick
up
too.
with
You guys
that?
seen
Yes.
that? It's like the graphic with Magic Johnson.
We're doing it? You're putting... Yes.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
I think those are coming mid-February or so.
Hell yeah.
Something like
Kaiser,
that.
you got my money.
Yeah.
Right there.
Excellent.
I'm
There's a
excited for that. Are we going
There's a 153 and a 158.
Perfect.
flat
That's actually-
camber, regular camber? What are we
Regular
doing?
camber.
Regular camber.
58.
Perfect. All
There
right,
we go.
Uncle Andy. Right.
yeah.
He's on.
I'm on, baby.
Uncle Andy, you got a couple clips in the bullshit edit that's coming out, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
you'll have to get some clips on the sandwich board.
Oh, I know.
Definitely,
Leif's been behind
definitely.
the computer chopping.
All right.
Luckily,
We
it's
got
been
a
a
video
late-
coming up. Are you announcing something right now? What's up?
Yeah, there'll be a video when the rope toe opens. If it opens, it's been
Yeah.
a slow start to the season, as many of you are aware. But
Yeah. Yeah, Hood News Ski Bowl's up and running, but they don't have the rope toe going
Yeah, we
yet.
just have a small park on Multipore.
Yeah, and Leif's working there, so he's got the
Back
first-hand
working.
report.
Back working, but we probably still need 2 feet of snow for the rope toe to open. So
It's crazy.
Pray
We were
for
saying
snow,
it's been
guys.
Yeah, it
puking
needs
snow
to cool back
everywhere
down,
except
not
for the rope
everywhere.
toe.
Is Upper Bowl
Yeah.
open? And
yep, upper bowl's open, but I think it's still pretty low conditions. Josh, you've been riding there
Yeah.
too, right, Josh?
I
been
haven't actually
working.
rode at ski bowl. I've just been working it.
It's been low conditions.
I've been at
there.
Meadows and Timberline.
Okay, it's been better, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check our cam real fast. Keep going.
But, you know,
Yeah, we need some more snow in the base for it to
Yeah.
be safe.
West side is sparse,
Yes, exactly.
especially rope toe area. It's a swamp.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, I think we probably need about 2 feet of snow to open, but
No.
Is this the latest that Ski Bowl's opened, or
No.
I know that we've had some
It-
like gnarly years when it just never opened. Yeah, Josh is working there
That's
also. If you guys
last
didn't
year
say
it-
that.
Last year it opened like mid-January.
Okay.
And then lower bowl, the lift broke, and then that was down until like mid-February.
Yeah.
So,
well, there was that year. What was that like? I don't know, 6 years ago or something too, where like Ski Bowl only opened for like a couple of weeks, like for the entire season.
Yeah, I remember that.
Maybe more than 6 years ago.
It was,
a while
and it was
ago.
just like a little square patch of snow for
Yeah.
like the
That
rope
was like
or whatever.
12, 13.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of years.
They
10 years
fucking.
ago.
That was amazing, dude. I
It
rode.
was actually like a good time. Like
rode
I
rope
remember
totes
riding
for
with
like
you
4
guys.
or 5
there.
years,
Yeah.
or 4 or 5 hours, like, and watching the fireworks and shit. That was my first time riding ski bowl rope toe. And it was awesome. But it was just that little patch. Like that was all they had.
I've got a clip from that time period. Maybe we'll throw it up. Dude, I was tripping on it when I was preparing for the episode. We have known each other for like damn near 15 years.
Really?
Yeah. Like that's how long ago that time, like, 2010 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we're in Salt Lake together around that time.
Yeah, I remember
Like,
when like you, Kai, and Cam all moved down there.
Yeah.
That was like, I was I think 18, 19 or something like that now.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
I'm like,
man.
holy shit. No, it hasn't. Damn.
I feel like I met
good
you
times.
at the rope toe, but that was like more like 12 or 13.
Yeah, when I think
something
of
like that.
early rope toe days, like you and your brother are like synonymous with like the homies that were ripping early rope toe.
I remember going to, before the first year I moved here, before I started working at Timberline, I didn't know anyone. And I remember seeing you with dreads, and it might have been Casey Mitchell in like a onesie jumpsuit, like dripped out. And you were really nice to me. But this is before I knew anyone or who you were.
Yeah.
But then I have that memory of like, I remember Morgan before I knew you.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, I was in my dreadlock phase, so it was really nice.
Yeah. Nice.
How long did the dreadlock phase last?
I had 2 different sets, so accumulatively like 7 years.
How
8
long
years.
was Revelation popular for?
Revolution? Love that.
Did you keep a dread?
Yeah, I still have a dread actually. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You gotta keep.
Oh, dude.
I kept one.
We used to
yeah.
have.
You have to
Hobby's
auction it
dread.
off for the
man.
band one day.
But the rest of
man.
them all like got stapled onto a snapback that lived at the Steel House for a long time. And then Mac actually, like Ski Patrol Mac, wound up using it one time to come to one of our shows at the Ratskeller because he had just been fired, I'm pretty sure, from being a ski patroller and was like banned from all ski bowl premises. So he came into the Rat incognito with my dreadlock hat on and like some glasses, and he looked like a completely different person.
Yeah.
Like, it
I
actually
remember
worked
that.
pretty well.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Govy's Joe Dirt.
But like Rasta dirt, you know.
Yeah.
Rasta dirt.
Like the end of the movie. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Josh, you work at Ski Bowl in the marketing department right now, is that right?
No,
Or where
I'm in charge of the cheeseburgers.
Oh,
I
okay.
run food and beverage.
Oh, okay, that's right.
But
Well,
I help with events and stuff.
I bring it up because I slept on getting a Ski Bowl pass this year, and
Oh,
I didn't buy one before they closed sales, and like I'm down to buy one. Or I'm down to maybe just
you
keep
can't
talking
talk
about how
about
much I
one?
love the
Hint,
rope
hint,
toe, and
okay.
they'll hit me up with one.
You
So
can't even buy it at this point.
no, you can't even
What
buy it.
what
okay.
are you using? Nothing?
I just go with the yard.
Just
and
use
Timberline.
last year's.
Yeah.
But
You have
I'm
a
gonna be
Timberline-
buying
no.
tickets
You have a
if once it
Timberline
gets
pass,
going. Yeah.
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 You got Timberline pass, right?
Yeah. No.
do you
I'm
work
just-
for Timberline?
The missus does.
Okay.
So.
Do you
Fuck
have,
Yeah.
do you have
Which is
like
what
a
happened. This is the first year I didn't work for Timberline, so I wasn't prepared
so
for.
you
I'm
get
like, oh
the-
shit, I have to like buy.
Yeah,
the
they
thing.
That's
Stops.
awesome that
Yeah.
they hook you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the spouse pass.
That's pretty sick.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep on pouring my bleeding heart out until
Yeah.
I get an email in the
Ski Bowl
inbox.
gets
What's
the
up?
No,
Ski
you're not
Bowl.
missing much at Ski Bowl yet,
No.
No.
sadly.
But when you see me there and I'm walking towards the rope, I definitely have a pass.
Damn straight.
Just saying.
I saw it.
Everyone does.
I still need my south side. I don't got my south side.
I got mine.
Nice.
I ain't got shit.
Are you working up at Timberline right now?
Yeah.
The
I work Night Monument.
That's right.
So just sweeping and mopping the floors.
damn dude, what time does your body think it is right now?
Oh,
dead.
I woke Nevin up this morning. I mean,
Yeah.
I woke up at about 8 o'clock, but when I rolled
Yeah.
over to pick Nevin up,
Did you
he
work
was-
last night, Nevin?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
But my sleep schedule is definitely
Yeah.
on night shifts.
Yeah,
sleep
zombie
schedule.
mode.
Yeah.
Just the
So-
Day Lodge Monument, though, right?
I
Or
still get
are you
home
doing
at like
graveyard?
midnight.
Okay, yeah.
And then I stay up, another couple hours.
But not
just
the
be-
graveyard.
not the
shit.
true graveyard, but that's still pretty late
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Respect for being in here.
Yeah.
So, well, let's rip through the rest of the hood news, and then I want to get into some questions for the band because this is fucking fun having you guys in here. I can see the
is a-
tequila shooters are a good idea. Leif's got a little bit more energy, a little more questions than normal. I can see a little glow in the eye.
baby.
Yeah, we're the only.
It's gonna be
people.
a good show. What else happened? Oh, winter break happened, and I kind of try to avoid the mountain during winter break just because it turns into like such a shit show.
Yeah.
It's dangerous as fuck just driving up there and everything that happens
Oh,
on the
man.
road.
There's been some accidents.
Yeah, like the road got shut down. I think two times, maybe three times that I know of.
There was, I forget, it was like right after Christmas. There was an accident right by Smoke on the Mountain.
Oh, like on the highway,
on
not
the
even
hi-
on Timberline Road.
Not on Timberline Road, but me and Luke were driving, and we were like less than 100 yards behind it and watched it happen.
Oh, shit.
And there was a kid that got like crushed in the passenger seat.
Oh, Jesus.
And, yeah.
Oh, damn.
There's
Sad.
been some accidents.
Yeah, super sad. Yeah, it's heavy. Like Highway 26 is like one of the most dangerous roads in
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
America statistically.
Fuck that.
It is
Highway.
crazy.
Makes sense. So be careful, guys. If you're
Yeah.
don't go up there if you don't know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah.
Go learn how to drive in the snow somewhere else when it's not winter break.
Yeah.
There's buses, but
The bus system is actually
Deaf
great.
ears, you know.
Big fan of the bus system.
Shout out Mount Hood Express.
Yeah.
But we asked you guys. We wanted to know what were some of the horror stories from winter break because we know it's fucking insane to be working up there, and it's officially over now. So congratulations to you guys. You survived. Pinky, brother of Morgan here,
Who?
said, and you can confirm this for us. He said that he quit his job to go boarding. Fuck work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has another job now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, but he did quit his job. And he's
Recently?
always- Yeah,
Prior
yeah.
scum of the week.
Yeah. He's always boarding.
Yeah.
Much love, Pinky. You keep the fucking spirit going.
Yeah.
He does.
Casey Haha Jones says that he walked up to a bear on his buddy's back porch. So we got a govy bear out there.
A bear
Nice.
what?
Wow.
Yeah. A bare ass fucking
Yeah. On the porch.
Airbnb occupant. I don't know.
Fucking tourist.
When was that?
Maybe it's Sasquatch.
I think
saw
During
that?
winter break.
Okay.
Dude, I met the this is random,
Never
but I was in here just shooting the shit in the shop one day saying what's up to Minty working, and he introduced me to the guy from the show Finding Sasquatch, or like whatever the show was on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, they live around here.
Yeah.
There's a museum.
Yeah, it's the guy. He
It's
runs the
guy who's
museum.
done
runs it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, dude, maybe we can get him on the podcast one day because I'm like,
That would be a good one.
Yes.
I think they might even have their own podcast.
They do. Yeah, he told me to
Guys
listen.
should
Dude.
join
Yeah.
forces.
Talk about
Collab.
So he told me about their
Sam's
podcast,
Sam's
and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll give it a listen. Like, that sounds entertaining. And he's like, so where do you live at? Because I'm like, told him I live around here. He's like, so what part are you in? I told him. He's like, oh yeah, they're around you. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I tuned in. I was listening, and I was out. I work on cars for a living, so I'm out in the driveway at night working on a car in the woods. It's pissing rain, like stormy, like scary movie scene scenario. I'm by myself. My head is in a wheel well, and I'm listening to this podcast about Bigfoot murking people, and I'm just like, it's entertaining, but at the same time, like the back of your neck, hair starts standing up and stuff. I was like, oh, this is getting creepy. And then one of my neighbors walked by, and I didn't hear him walk by because of the rain. Just all of a sudden in my ear, he's like, oh, hey, Donovan. And I turn around with a wrench in my hand, just ready to fight Sasquatch. And he looked at me like, oh, dude, all right, have a good night or whatever.
on edge.
I
because of the
had to tell him,
Sasquatch.
yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm literally listening to a story about Bigfoot tearing people apart in the woods right now, and just
This is
forgive
Bigfoot
me.
territory.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
kind of hairy, you really threw me off.
Yeah. I'll tell the Bigfoot people the same thing I tell the Christians. I want to see the math, but it's who am I to say no? We'll see.
I want to see the math.
Anyways, that's some of my own news. So back to winter break horror stories. Casey Jones saw a bear, maybe Bigfoot. We'll see. At JoJo, elusive JoJo said his boss got a DUI driving from Meadows to Govy, and possibly related. A bartender got so drunk that they passed out, and Ski Patrol found them.
Nice.
So I don't know if he wanted that
bartender?
anonymous, but I feel like he probably.
A bartender.
Yeah, a bartender.
Okay.
So I don't know who it was, but
I heard about that.
yeah.
There's a chef opening, I guess, over it.
over wherever they
Someone
were.
told me. They're like, hey.
Did they they passed out in the snow and Ski Patrol found
No, I
them,
don't
or,
know
in
about
their
that.
car?
I just know about the guy that got the Dewey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
He
think
got
they're-
fired because of it?
Right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm like,
sure.
if Dewey's got cooks fired, no one would have a job.
Well, it had something to do with because they came from Meadows. They were served at Meadows.
Yeah, you can't really hide all that. And
Yeah.
don't drink and drive. We'll say that publicly right now.
Yeah, or at least at the bar, at the place you work at. Go drink somewhere else.
Yeah.
Parking lot's free, man.
Yeah.
The parking lot's free.
But don't drive.
But don't drive.
Don't drive.
No,
the
free
drinking
driving
part,
is
that's
bad.
fine.
Yeah.
How are you getting out of here?
We got
Yeah.
bus system. We're all shoveling up to the mountain to go riding after this.
But don't.
Only break one law at a time, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Right.
What else do we got? Our final winter break horror story. Northwest Skate Flake said they tried going to the yard, but there was 50 to 100 sledders blocking all the streets of Govy, which,
Sick.
yeah, was kind of insane. The sled scene was insane. I feel like the biggest sins that happen on the mountain every year are people bombing down that hill right in front of
Little Trail?
yeah.
Right there? Yeah.
And then just hitting that jump in the split. If you're hitting that on a sled, like, you're sending it completely unknowingly. Like,
People used to build bump jumps in the middle of Steel Lane.
Yeah,
like,
I came
all
home
the time.
at the Steel House, living on Steel Lane. People would be in our driveway
Yeah, that's
sledding.
crazy.
I found people on our porch one time.
Yeah.
I pulled in after work, middle of Christmas break. I'm like, "The fuck you doing here?" She's like, "You don't have to be so mean about it." I'm like, "You're
Yes,
on my
we do.
porch." And
Was
yeah,
it Tishy? Or is that just Summer?
It might have been.
Fuck you, Tishy.
Yeah.
have you guys all lived in the Steelhouse? Are you guys all Steelhouse
Except
alum?
for Nevin.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the only one who.
That's how we got the band
All
together.
got
was
together?
because of the Steel House,
Okay.
basically.
I was gonna
Well,
say
we're leading there, yeah. How did
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
all start making music together? It's one of the
Well,
one of the
We're just
questions
gonna
I
jump
got.
into that one?
I mean, we can if you want. I got some more hood news, but we'll
finish
bounce
your
back.
news,
All right.
finish your news.
All right.
Yeah,
I
we'll
want because I want to
structure
know
it.
and I want to give it the time to. Like,
Yeah.
All right. So final hood news here. What else do we got? DGS has camber boards coming out. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
rode one of them. I rode the 152. I'll probably ride it today. My bindings are on.
Was
Okay.
their
it's
first
good.
board like flat camber?
Lex has been very adamantly flat camber.
Is this
'cause-
his
Yeah.
third board? Probably. I think it's his third.
I think so. Yeah, this will be the third board.
Nice.
And it's a
Finally
sick
coming
graphic.
around.
Yep.
Yeah.
And flat, or it's going to be
You guys-
regular camber, available soon. If you haven't already, go to diegovyscum.com. You can buy merch there, and he will ship it out to you.
You guys
Oh,
all
yeah.
cambers or what? Be
Traditional
honest.
camber
I am.
all the way.
Never Summer.
Okay, so you.
You just got that.
That doesn't mean
hybrid.
anything.
That mustache shit.
Okay.
I've always been traditional camber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big time traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I like
Diagonal
traditional
Scumboard's
camber.
good.
My POW board's even traditional camber.
Really?
Fucking keep it straight, man.
There we go.
Yeah. Cowboy.
Yeah, fuck rocker boards.
The official stance of the band.
Yeah.
I'm a rocker.
LibTech will take your money.
Yeah.
Just send it over, man. What else do we got? We had some local celeb sightings on Hood. I saw Gimbal God was up there one day.
Nice.
I don't know who he was riding with or what he was doing. Alex Chalmers came into the shop.
No
Do you guys
way.
know Alex Chalmers?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Flip
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Like
sick.
one of my favorite skaters from when I was a little kid.
Crazy transition skater.
Insane.
He was doing he like put street style to transition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Is
I
that
mean?
who brought that deck by?
Yep. He's
Okay.
got a new brand, Pylon Skateboards.
I was
out of
wondering.
Canada.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got-
I
we have
was-
a couple of their boards for sale.
Nice. That's
yeah.
awesome. I was wondering because I was like, I wonder if that was before Flip or after Flip, but that's like now.
I think it's kind of newish.
Nice.
Yeah.
I could imagine with the new park, you guys are getting some.
Yeah,
people coming through
People will be
here,
swinging
like-
in, and
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's been some sightings of people there. But I was just like stoked that he came in. I sent him a message from the Hood Report podcast, like
Hell yeah.
Insta, and was just like, dude, fucking thank you, and he messaged back, and I'm like, oh my god, like one of my favorite people from when I'm a little kid is like talking
That
back.
is
Like,
sick.
this is so
That's
sick.
awesome.
I had Flip Sorry on VHS when I was a kid. That was like my favorite. Mark Appleyard's part was like, that was my dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry's one of the best.
When
Man,
he
that
does-
whole lineup is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Bastian Salavanzi's part, freaking, yeah. The whole video is,
We're all of that generation.
Yeah.
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 That was one of the 3 VHSs I was like wearing out every day.
Yeah, it was that. This is Skateboarding.
Yep.
America. That was another VHS I had.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Was great. That was like when skateboarding videos started to like get a little more production into them.
And then like Fully Flared happened.
Fully Flared was great. Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Great
yeah.
videos.
Great videos. Shout out to Alex Chalmers. Thanks for coming through.
That's
Hopefully the boys hooked you up with a Coke. I don't know. How's that dude not have diabetes yet?
Oh my god! Yeah, in the video he's like 6, maybe 12.
yeah.
And that's like the song he skates to.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go get Cokes. But, I can't remember the band, but
Wow.
it's kind of
Dude
a
loves
pretty
Coca-Cola.
famous part.
Well, that's the Hood news. Thank you guys for. I feel like we were kind of just getting through that today because I'm so excited that everyone from the band is here. But we got Unkle Andy and the band. Are we just
just
Unkle
Unkle
Andy?
Andy.
Just Unkle Andy.
Yep. Instagram is Unkle Andy Band, but that's just because Unkle Andy is taken.
Okay.
I think by myself. No, No, I've locked myself out of an Instagram profile. I can't get into it.
For those of you that don't know, I've known Unk as being Uncle Andy the entire time I've known you. When we were like, back in like 2010 or whatever, when we met and we were like 19-year-old kids or whatever, you're this like tall ass dude with a freaking bucket hat and a bro tank and a big ass bourbon rolling around, and you had like cool uncle vibes. So everyone's like, yeah, it's Uncle Andy. I'm like, fuck yeah, Unk's the man, dude.
Bucket hat.
I got a question for you. Why is it Uncle with a K and not a C?
So that happened in high school. Like,
Okay.
I used to sign my high school papers as Unkle Andy, okay? My teachers called me Uncle Andy. Like, it was a thing since I was like a sophomore, I want to say.
Do you remember who or...
My buddy Michael Jaquin's, this dude that was living with me, he worked at the skate shop. He was like, 20, 21. He was the one that was buying me beer the whole time.
Nice.
It was great. It's a great setup. My mom let him live with me. He even lived with my grandma when I took care of her, like, after hip surgery. He was a homie.
Nice.
Started calling me Uncle Andy because he watched the show Weeds a bunch and like just kind of had that synonymous whatever. And then I got all fucked up at a football game one night in high school and carved it in the bleachers, and I spelt it with a backwards K.
Yes.
And
Kind of like corn vibes.
yeah, exactly. It was just kind of like, all right, this is what we're doing now,
okay.
and like, yeah. So now that's it's evolved to a band name, I guess. Here we are.
I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for asking that. That's one of the questions I should have had on here but didn't. So we're getting to the
It
bottom.
just kind
of
of
things.
happened naturally. Right?
Yeah.
Happened naturally.
Okay.
And so, where are you guys all from originally? Are you? You've been on. I know Morgan and
I'll
Unk have
start.
been
We'll
on
go
Hood
down
for
the
a while.
line. So I'm originally from Yakima, Washington, and then I was, moved out here. Like I would spend summers out here, and then winters down in Salt Lake. So that was kind of my whole thing with, being introduced to Hood and spending time.
How did
here.
What did you say? How did you get to Salt Lake?
Oh, I just moved down. Like I spent my first. I came to summers on Hood during high school. Like every weekend, I could buy passes and shit. And then I dropped out my senior year. Came to Hood for a summer. No, I came to Hood for that summer and then dropped out and moved to Salt Lake. So I met a bunch of people up here that were like, "Hey, come to Salt Lake. It's really cool."
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
when everyone was kind of doing that back and forth.
Exactly. And so I did that back and forth for almost like 10 years, I want to say. And yeah, now I'm living in Portland now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Trout Lake, which is where I'm living again now. But yeah, once I graduated, I moved out to Parkdale and then to Govy and got lost in the Govy black hole for 12 years or something.
Did your brother move out at the same time?
Yeah, he had lived in Govy, I think, for a few years before that, and then he spent some years in Bend, and then kind of came back around the area, and then we both moved to Parkdale at like the same time.
Okay.
Actually, and
Who's the older brother?
Ian.
Ian is?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the youngest of four.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, there's four?
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. I got another brother and another sister. Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, Trout Lake.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I grew up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, from the Midwest, and 2012 moved to Colorado, lived in Summit County for like 5 years, and then 2017 was when I moved out to Mount Hood, just because I was coming here for spring times since like 2015, and just needed a change from Colorado, and I was like, Mount Hood is a pretty cool spot, so then I made the move to Mount Hood.
Fuck yeah. What was the resort you like grew up riding at?
In Wisconsin, Granite Peak. It used to be called Rib Mountain, but Granite Peak was the main spot that I would go to. But living in Wisconsin, I was more of a skater than a boarder. I would go maybe 5-10 times if I went a lot.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so Wisconsin boarding, it was like 5 to 10 times a year.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, so today is like the first time we've actually sat down and kicked it before, but have we seen each other at the DIY? I feel like we have to have. At some
Probably.
point.
I used to go there a lot more than I do now.
Okay.
Yeah. This summer I skated maybe like 6 or 7 times. I would go with Clayton. He's been super. He used to work up at the CDR, but this summer he was kind of my skate buddy. He would always hit me up and motivate me to get out and stuff. So ever since the knee surgery, my shredding has definitely gone down.
Oh, damn.
A little bit. Yeah.
Clayton's been skating a lot at the Sandy
He's-
Skate Park. You maybe got to get back on it.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Shout out Clayton. He's been hitting the skating a lot, and he's also not drinking as well, so he was like a good homie that'll
help the knees recover.
Yeah.
What knee surgery are you coming back from?
ACL.
Okay.
Meniscus.
How long ago was that?
It's probably been about 2 years now. I mean, it's good now, but like that just like kind of slowed down my shredding for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the tendons take a long time to heal.
Yeah.
Definitely takes a year.
Yeah, and after the surgery, I was like, I'm gonna take it a little easy now. Like, I don't need to be trying to learn new tricks or go upside down or like I'm just boarding for
good turns. Always feel good.
Yeah. Some soul turns.
Okay. Well, finishing up our class opening here, Josh. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Salem.
Okay.
And I was driving up here to snowboard a couple times a week after I graduated high school, and it's like a 2-hour drive each way. So I was serving tables down there, and I figured I could do that up here and not have to drive to go snowboard. And lived in Govy for quite a while after that with Morgan and Andy periodically, and then I'm in roadie now.
What year did you graduate?
2012.
I'm trying to I went to Western for a second.
Okay.
And,
I spent a night in Polk County Jail in Dallas. I never went to Western, but that's my experience out there. Very similar.
Dry campus. But I know a couple people from the area that Neil Shepard. Do you know Neil Shepard?
I don't.
Okay.
No.
Salem kids.
So I'm from Kaiser. I just say Salem because no one knows where Kaiser
Dude, Kaiser
is.
has like one of the best skate parks.
Kaiser's got a good skate park.
I love
by
that
the
little
cop
skate
shop,
park now.
you know?
Yeah.
What?
It's
Really?
So it's like the old skate park that they've probably had forever. That was
Okay.
like super like janky, whatever. And then they recently went in and like a couple years back, like just plopped on a bunch of new features on top of the old shitty skate park. And it's kind of like, it's like new mini stuff. And then like they left the old stuff that's so fucked that's actually like kind of like cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Wild.
So definitely
there's,
worth
new
like the
Crete
pullover.
and old Crete.
Yeah. Kaiser Skate Park.
That's
sleeper
sick.
sleeper park. Super
Nice.
super good time.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Well, sick. That's where everyone's from. Welcome to Hood. You guys already been on. You guys are like one of the pillars of Govy. You know what I mean? Like when I.
Jeez.
I'm sorry to fan out to your face here for a second, but I'm going to because
Yeah.
legitimately you guys are my favorite band, and like part of that's the fact that like I know you guys and closely, but also just the music. Like you guys are my favorite fucking band. It's
Hell
sick.
yeah.
The first time I got to go to one of your shows, I had heard that you guys were playing music. I'm like, okay, we'll go check it out and support. And I've showed up thinking it was going to suck ass because I thought we were just going to
the name, right?
No, just because like I didn't know that any of you guys were musically like inclined. I just knew you guys from
Yeah.
snowboarding. So if one of your snowboard homies is like, yeah, we like started a band, we're gonna go like here's our first show. You don't show up expecting it to be like
what
golden.
was the first show you went to?
I think you guys had already played quite a few. I was late to it. The first one I went to was Dante's in Portland.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which was a sick show.
Is that
Oh,
the
yeah.
one with
Was Carly?
crooked looks? Do you remember if Carly was drumming at that point?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Did
I know you guys
Carly
had a
play
couple
at
other
that?
bands
We
open.
played at Dante's once with Carly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
A
Tom?
couple bands opened. I think it's when you guys had the no pants
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's when
thing
we
going
did,
on already.
I think when we played with like GFL.
So that would have been with Nev.
Yeah, that was with Nev. Yeah.
Yeah,
That one
it was the
wild.
band. Dude, it was fucking good.
That was
so
a
like
good
I
show.
show up and I'm like just expecting like dog shit and just to like clap and support the homies and be like, dude, my homies like got up on stage. Fuck yeah, way to go, guys. But I get there and I'm just like smacked in the face by like, oh my god, this is so good. And then just like the energy and like
Didn't we headline
so
that
good.
too?
We might
So
have.
Maybe.
Don's coming
Yeah.
in like,
No, you
yeah,
guys
our
did.
shitty homies band is headlining.
Yeah, and I invited some of my other friends from Portland. I'm like, yeah, let's go out and like, we'll see how
Yeah.
this goes. Like, it'll be entertaining. And then we just looked at each other like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
Hell yeah.
it was sick.
What was the first official show?
Ratskeller.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Ratskeller,
first like
like-
official one was the Rat.
Fuck, like 2015, 16.
Yeah, 2015 or 2016.
In the summer or spring?
After-
Yeah, it was during the summer.
Really?
I might have gone.
I thought it was a product of COVID. I thought everyone was just
Whoa.
like
Hey,
bored.
That's how the band. So I mean, we just jump into this.
Get into it.
okay?
Let's get into
so
it.
the band first started with Sean Ski coming to me. Do you remember when he used to throw those those skate jams. I forget
Just
what
in
he
the
called it.
streets.
Whatever Productions or
Waffle Pit.
Waffle
Pit.
Piff Productions.
Yep.
Yeah. So he was throwing these skate jams together and stuff, and he had this band Queen Chief. I think they still play, maybe not
Shonsky
as
knew
much.
Queen Chief?
Yeah. So he
Okay.
had this
Brought him
band
to Govy.
Queen Chief
Gotcha.
coming up to Govy. They're from Portland. Super heavy rockers, like they've been around for a long time. And he's like, we need a band to open for them. I know you play music, talking to me, and like, can you put together a 5 or 6 song set that you guys can open for them with? I'm like, yeah, sure. Carly Domine, works lift ops or like lift maintenance, head of lift maintenance up at T-Line. She was living in Ravenswood at the time. We were living together. She had her drum kit downstairs. So I was like, hey, Carly, let's fucking open for these guys. We practiced for about a month.
Had you been playing music
I had
kinda growing up?
Yeah, I had like 10, 20 songs written or something like that.
Okay.
But it's just like acoustic sitting on the steel house porch, just like writing folk punk songs.
Yeah,
basically.
porch punk.
Yeah, exactly.
Porch punk, I like that.
And we would all just like jam. That's how I knew Morgan and Josh played music. Like before that, we would just hang out at Steelhouse, just play on the porch, get drunk until Titchy came over and complained. We said, "Fuck you, Titchy." I really don't like Titchy racing. Man.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
Worst fucking.
So anyhow, Shonsky, Carly and I, we got 5, 6 songs figured out, and come time for the show, the morning of, we're like, we need the rest of a band. It's just guitar, vocals, and drumming at this point. And so I go over to the Steelhouse. They're sitting on the couch, like, hey, you guys want to play in a band? Fucking Josh, he grabbed his guitar. We had a bass for Morgan, and they came over. We practiced. I wrote out all the chords. We practiced the 5 songs, maybe 2 or 3 times. We came up with kind of a safe word of like, when I say moist in the microphone, we've got, another 4 bars?
Yeah.
Was that
Okay.
kind of what we
it
wrap
meant
it
we
up.
were about
Wrap
to
it up.
end.
Yeah, because we
Okay.
couldn't figure out how to end songs. We were just
it
like,
moist.
Yeah.
all right, keep it moist, like something like that. And we're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to end the song now.
Remember that?
And we did it. We pulled it off. It was really rough. I remember we used an acoustic guitar amp for vocals because it had the plug-in for the vocal mic, but we didn't realize that it was for just guitar. Like, it sounded like shit. You couldn't hear any vocals. I remember Nils said, like, you guys are playing with baby amps, and at that time I was like, that's a pretty big amp, It's like 112 right there, not like, what we got right now.
Yeah, for the sound you guys produce now, part of the experience is like you feel it.
For
It's
sure,
wild.
it's
It's sick,
turned
yeah.
into like actual music, but at that time it was, just like wrote
We're-
some songs and we could play some music.
That
and-
happened the day of. You went to the Steelhouse the day of the show.
The morning of
The
that
morning
fucking
of?
show.
I
I
just-
got these.
I
we
just
practiced
remember-
Oh, shit.
3 times through, and then we're like, all right, let's play the show.
Oh
And
shit!
that's where the name came from. I remember Andy showed up to the house, me and Morgan, on the couch, probably mulled out. And as is tradition,
How many moles have gone down in the steel house?
God. I haven't smoked a mole in years, and I still feel it. Yeah. It's still in there. But Andy comes in the door, and he's just like, hey, I got this band going. I need a fuck around gang. And we're just like,
Sure.
sure, count us in. And now here we are. Except not really, because
That's
Well,
awesome.
we're not,
So
we're not
we're
fucking
still-
around as much anymore.
And Keep It Moist is the first album, right?
Just
Moist.
Moist.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
Moist.
yeah. Moist, yeah.
Running with the theme, and so that first set list is that the first album? Like did
of them.
some of those
Like
songs make it? That's sick.
Gypsy, Open Road, Ballad of Joe Brady,
Natchies?
and Natchies. Yeah, those were all on the first one. I had another one that we ended up not going. Oh, we did.
Was Para Tu Madre on that?
Yes,
we-
we did Para.
And Dolores.
Which made it onto the second
No,
album,
no, we
right?
played that one.
Para Tu Madre is on the second.
Yeah.
Did you guys have gotten me through a lot of bleak mechanic work? I'll say that much. And a lot of
yes.
like early morning runs and a lot of standing on the top of a fucking scary jump staring at the thing being like, oh, fuck. Like it's the walkout music for snowboarding,
Nice.
Like
What's your favorite track?
favorite track, Wednesday. Is my favorite.
Cool.
Just because
Nice.
of overall, like that one, just like the progression of it and stuff.
I
like
could-
You know what that song's actually called?
What?
My tits are down here. But the guy, the producer that we were working with, he's like, for your first album, maybe just avoid that, you know, and we're like,
Throw a dart at a board and land on Wednesday.
he was trying to help us out a little bit.
Yeah, well,
And was it because we
fucking
were
love
in
it.
the studio on a Wednesday or something?
we
like
used to
No,
that?
it's the practice day.
The
That was
practice.
That's yeah. It was something like, let's come up with something. But
It
yeah.
became my favorite song. One day we were just lane diving in the summer, and that came on, and it was just, I'm like, dude, I'm like at this place listening to this music from the people that also like the feeling that this music portrays is this feeling that you get flying down the mountain, and I know that's produced by my friends who also know that feeling, and it might have inspired their like just the full circle of it all. Like
Yeah.
you just vibe off it. It's so good. And then the very, very close second would probably be Dope Fiend is just like heavy as
Hell
fuck.
yeah.
And then off the new album, Flesh.
Yeah.
Flesh is like,
good one.
I heard it live for the first time. It was just like, oh, like
That
everyone.
was when Morgan came
Yeah.
up with.
Yeah.
It's so good
Morgan's
because
riff.
I've got that written down. I'm like, here's why you're my favorite band, because of the doom and the send. Like the music
Hell yeah.
has so much send and has so much doom, and like, where does that come from? Because all of you guys are so smiley and nice. Like, where does the fucking evil come from? Like,
Yeah, we all have a little.
yeah.
Yeah, we got some demons.
There's you know, Steelhouse trauma that probably adds into some.
Whoever's been peed on while they're underneath while they're trolling. That's
I heard the Steelhouse fireplace gets used as a easy access urinal.
coffee
the
table.
oven.
Oh, what the fuck?
and the coffee
And the
table.
coffee
Yeah,
Coffee table,
like
yeah.
Kitchen
There
floor.
was no fireplace. Well, there was like an old fake fireplace.
Yeah,
but no,
I
the,
don't remember
the
that
oven
getting
got hit
peed on
once.
ever.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure
I
That
definitely
couch
I hit
got
both
peed on.
couches at least a couple times.
Is the Steelhouse unoccupied currently?
I
think it's an
got
Airbnb
sold,
again,
yeah.
isn't it?
They like renovated
just
it
don't
and
even
got
know.
sold and yeah.
It's an Airbnb now, probably.
Yeah.
It was kind of sick when we did that music video. I think that was the last year that they
Yeah.
had
Yeah,
released there.
The Steelhouse is filmed in the intro for the Gypsy Life music video, which is one of the questions I had. I wanted to talk about film that because Leif was the one who filmed and produced it. If I'm not mistaken.
Sweet lady.
You guys,
What was
you guys
that
ready
like?
to do a second one?
I think
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
What song would you choose for the second one?
Party Not Worth Having. I was listening to it this morning and I was like, this would make a great, like, similar type of vibe music video.
Okay.
I don't know. I
maybe
that's my.
I'm
'cause
thinking
that
off-
one's off the second album.
I'm thinking
so-
off the new one, the new songs that we got going.
Oh.
I want to do Vacation Homes.
That would be a
So
good one.
there's this new song. Well, I won't dive too much into it, but it's called
we
Vacation
got a third
Homes.
album coming.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
we
like-
got like it's like an EPs right
Okay.
now, but yeah, it's called Vacation Homes, and it's all about the fuckers up in Govy that are taking up all the housing there, keeping it away from everybody that's actually making the mountain happen. And,
Fuck yeah.
It pisses us off. Like
Yeah.
fuck all that. That's you need. We all lived in the Steelhouse. We've lived in multiple houses in Govy, and it's like the fact that none of those things are available now. It's really fucked up.
Well, we've also, lived in not a house in Govy quite a few times too.
Right.
And when you're living in a tent or a car and you walk around government camp and see all the empty mansions
Yeah.
and the
Yep.
Yeah.
gorgeous vacation homes that are just unoccupied most
upsetting.
of the time.
I would
It's
love
like,
to
man,
live in my home.
Yeah.
But I have to
Or
live
their home.
like an hour away and then drive to
Yeah.
the place that we
You
call
guys
home.
Yeah.
need to incorporate some jibbing of the houses.
Yes.
And you guys are playing
Yes.
in the background.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
We're cooking it up.
Absolutely.
Gotten personal with a couple
home
of vacation
invasion.
homes.
Like,
Oh,
does,
yeah.
does Ian still have a grappling hook?
I might. We put that to good use one season.
Someone's throwing a grappling hook while you guys are playing.
Perfect.
Or something
Down.
like that, yeah.
Yes.
Might need a suspect sketch cameo.
Yeah, right. Guy, where you at?
Yeah.
The first one was a lot of fun though to make. That was the only music video I've ever done. But
It was
Oh, that
good,
was
yeah.
a blast.
So
Yeah.
was that what's the story behind that? Was that all one day or was it
yeah,
multiple
that was
day?
just one day, and it was snowing, and
It was before a show too. Like,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we shot one shot at the show.
How many
It was a lot of
shots
fun.
did the first shot take? Were you like
How many
10 bong?
times?
Were you 10 bong rips deep? By the
It did take us a while to get that.
Oh yeah.
There
Those
was
were,
a
those were moles too.
Oh damn! Yeah, keeping it official.
Yeah.
It was at least 10. At least.
You guys
10,
gotta go
dude.
watch the music video, but it opens up with just a big old creamy mole right on the couch of the fucking steel house.
I don't think that was the first
very
clip
on
we
brand.
filmed in the day, though.
No,
was
we
it?
started
No,
at the OT
no.
hut.
at the
Started
OT
at
hut.
the
Yeah,
OT
okay.
hut.
Yeah, bounced
I
around
think
Govy.
we ended at the steel
At that
house.
inside because we were worried it was gonna get dark.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You didn't end it in the snow. That was like mid shoot.
Yeah, we went
That
and
was
did the snow
outside
first.
was first.
Yeah.
On
We
the
went to the bridge.
Yeah.
And the DIY.
Yep.
And the
Yeah, it was
DIY.
fun.
Oh fuck, we did.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty funny to be driving under the bridge and you see Unk up there shirtless.
Yeah,
fucking-
shirtless.
Which, might I add, I haven't seen you with a shirt on in quite some years.
Yeah, you know, it's
A little
honestly,
chilly in
dude,
here.
when it comes to that shit, I just like playing guitar without a shirt. Like
Yeah.
I used to get so fucking sweaty
Yeah.
that like it was just it. Like my guitar strap is really
It's bad.
stinky, dude. Like my whole case is real bad, and so yeah, that's just kind of how that started. Now it's kind of a superstitious thing.
Okay.
You know, I don't get as sweaty anymore. I think I've kind of reeled things in, but
The cardio's up there.
yeah, I've gotten to my
Dude, I bet
I don't
playing
know,
a
whatever.
show, like with the energy that you guys play a show with, is pretty fucking exhausting. You're probably like, that's
a bit
that's a
of a
full
workout.
workout for the
Definitely
day.
can be.
Especially
for sure.
like we've played some 2-hour sets, and those definitely.
Yeah.
It's a lot of music.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done so we talk about snowboarding a lot on this podcast. I feel like there's a lot of similarities between like street snowboarding and playing a show. You probably get that kind of like adrenaline rush, right? Being up there and like
Yep. And it's also kind of like
performing,
that
yeah,
setup,
right?
like
That
when you're
moment.
getting the whole, you know, when you're getting doing your shoveling, you're getting your spot set, you're getting all the lights, whatever the fuck, like,
Yeah.
and then it's time to drop in. It's kind of like the same idea when you're like, you know, loading in, getting to the venue, whatever the, you know,
Yeah.
we're all in the van, we got to get to some spot in like 6 hours or something like that, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Like, it's that grind to get there, and then,
You guys all like that kind of rush?
Oh,
yeah.
dude, yeah,
Right?
drumming it like feeds the same dragon as skateboarding and snowboarding. It like is a same kind of release you get, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a similar process of like, you know, having creativity and like energy and adrenaline, but also it's just endless. Like with skateboarding and snowboarding, like there's no end to progression, you know? And,
Yeah.
and everybody can, you know, play the same chords or do the same tricks, but nobody does it the same way.
Yeah. And all the practice that goes into it, you spend all your time working on your solos and your progressions, and then when you do it live and you lace it, it feels like lacing a trick on a snowboard.
Stomped it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking sometimes you don't stomp it.
Yeah.
You come out of it, you're just like, oh, people saw that.
Were either of you guys in any bands before this?
Me and Nevin,
Yeah.
well, I guess technically during, after, but Pelvic Torque, if anybody
Pelvic
remembers
Torque.
that.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
That's where I met Nevin, and
Yeah.
then we needed a new drummer because Carly got busy and she was doing her lift stuff, and she's awesome, but she took off, and I was like, well, we got this guy Nevin that I play music with, so we brought Nevin in, and
Yeah.
here we are. But that was me, Shonsky,
Shonsky,
Nevin,
Luke,
Striker.
Striker, yeah.
I just want to say though, we love you, Carly. This
Yes.
fuck around gang wouldn't be anything without
Oh, yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Damn straight.
Fuck yeah. I'm just sitting here tripping out. I'm like, you guys are fucking sick.
Do you play any music, Donovan?
Yeah, I play guitar, but
Hell yeah.
Okay.
in private, you know. But I mean, I went and saw a couple of you guys' shows, and then got super into my guitar afterwards for sure. Because I'm like, I'm not one to stand on the sidelines. I like to participate. So if I
yeah.
get into something, I'm like, well, I want to see, like, I want to play too, you know.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you guys are fucking rad. Like being able to do what you do and just producing the energy that comes out, and like, I don't know, I can go down the line, like the fucking vocals are evil as fuck and it's entertaining, like the fuzzy like bass that just like drives it, like what's the one, fucking, I got it written down here, where are we at? Anyways, Morgan, you got like the fuzzy bass solo on Bride of Ram.
Nice.
Is it? Yeah,
yeah,
that one's
the, like,
sick.
intro thing.
One of the reasons
Or
I
not intro.
love that one. And then Nachos Avenue or Nachos Avenue.
Nachos.
Nachos Ave.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
For
Dude,
sure.
heavy bass song. That one's good. Where is Nachos Ave? Is that
So that's a street in Yakima. Like that whole first album was pretty much my like all those songs that I wrote on the porch at Steelhouse or like back in Yakima or something like that. It was
Okay.
like just we all just kind of put that made some music around that, And Natchez Ave is it's like the worst street in Yakima. So it's like this 2-lane street with a green island down the middle, and there's just junkies, tweakers, like everything up and down there.
just
and, like,
Skid Row of Yakima?
pretty much, yeah. You don't want to be caught there, after dark type thing, and everyone knows about Natchez Ave, and it's it's just a dirty, nasty place. And
Is that where some of the inspiration for the Dope Fiend and stuff comes from?
Dope Fiend is just, I want to write a song about smoking weed.
Okay.
That's about the good kind of dope.
Okay, good kind of dope.
yeah.
Okay,
That's like
gotcha.
trailer park dope,
That makes me love it more because
Yeah.
I like the fucking heaviness of it, but I'm like, is this song about fucking heroin? I'm
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah.
It's a good song, but I'm like, no. Okay, fuck yeah. You on record, you heard it here.
Weed.
Sick song.
weed.
And then fucking the drums and where we got in Doom Queen. Fucking
Nice.
heavy. The
Yeah.
fucking I feel like this was a drum inspired song. Like
That one is definitely one of the more
Heavy double bass.
yeah, double bass and just a little more aggressive drumming in that song compared to other ones than just the traditional punk style drumming.
a
It's got a
little time
more,
to shine.
more on the metal side for sure. Yeah,
It's sick.
yeah, I like playing that one. That one's a fun one.
That one in Navajo. I think
Navajo.
is, like,
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's your guys' favorite song to play?
Oh, man.
I think we all really like Natchez.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as
Def-
the first album goes, I
Yeah,
think
first
that's kind of
album.
our favorite.
Yeah, if we're playing one off the first album, that one's definitely
Do you guys?
I think I like Gypsy a little bit more off the
Gypsy's-
first album
okay.
myself,
Also-
but that's just personal.
Theme song for this show. Thank you guys for letting me giving us permission to use that.
hell yeah.
When I was putting this all together, I'm like, it has to be.
Off the recent album.
What theme music?
though.
It has to be Uncle Andy.
What is the? What
I
are
mean,
you guys'
for me,
favorites?
it's Flash, but that's
Yeah.
just because that's my baby, and I obsessed over that song for like fucking 8 months.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like Ram. I think playing Ram is one of my favorites.
fun, yeah.
Especially after. I think the best part was when we played it at the Rat recently at the last show we played there, and we got a wall of death going, and so right when Morgan went to that
Fuck yeah.
that's that break, we split the room, and it was
Dude,
it
I
was
had
fun.
never really moshed until I went to an Unk show because I'm kind of a wallflower when I go to shows. I want to kick
Yeah.
back and watch the production, watch everything, watch everyone enjoy it. I don't know, I'm kind of more of an
Yeah.
observer. But you go and you watch an Unk show and you got to be a participant. You get
Nice.
up in there and just get stirred up with all of your friends, and it's just a bunch of puppies hopping on top of each
Yeah.
other. And it seems really intimidating, but if you fall down, someone's gonna help you get up. People are gonna watch out for each
Yeah.
other, create
Dude, that
space.
slow-mo video that you recently posted, asking the questions, or
Yeah.
I don't know where you found that, by the way.
I
That's
took it at the show.
that came from you.
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah, I filmed that.
Nice.
It's a video of a show you guys are doing at Charlie's.
Yeah.
I was working construction at the time. Had just a fucked up day at work. Some homeowner next door came and tried to fight the foreman of the job I was on. Just dealt with a bunch of BS and had to swallow it. And then walked straight into that show and was just like, I need this so bad.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys.
From that video, though, just seeing all of those faces in the pit
Yeah.
of CJ and all the homies that are just smiling.
Yeah.
That's what a
the
pit is.
Govy
It's
cousins.
Yeah, man. Everyone's throwing each other around, but it's all good vibes and everyone's just having fun.
Yeah, it's just adrenaline music,
That's
and all of us
why-
feel that.
And that's why I love playing in Govy and just the Govy community because they come out for us and they turn up. Govy gets down like no other place that we've played.
We love you, Govy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We bring other bands out occasionally because we're like, you should come play in Govy because
Yeah.
the crowd is awesome. Govy kids just want to get down. There's nothing else going on if they're not snowboarding. And I always say if you bang on pots and pans, Govy will mosh.
Yeah, it's kind of good
They're
for
down.
bands on tour too. We have some bands that have come through from LA and stuff, and they'll
Yeah,
hit
it's one of the
Govy.
places you would want to go see if you're a tourist in the area anyways.
And
Oh,
also,
yeah.
if you play there on a Monday or Tuesday, you get the crowd that you would get somewhere on a Friday or Saturday. So I tell bands, like, if you're, touring, like, come through Govy midweek or early week on off days, and they'll show out.
True.
It's
That's a good
like
point.
it's kind of one of those beautiful little spots where you can show up on an off day and you'll get a good crowd.
Play Portland in the weekend and then
Exactly,
Govy
yeah.
Monday or Tuesday or something.
Yep.
No, we love you guys. It's you're an integral part of the community. I was thinking about it where I'm like, when I go to one of your guys' shows, I feel the most connected to the community up there than I do versus any other point, because everyone gets in there, we all like mosh together and kind of it's like a team sport of everyone versus like snowboarding is kind of like individual. You see each other in passing, everyone's kind of far away, it's more in passing, and then I don't know, that's just
it's like, there's different cliques in Govy, and it's like all comes together. Like, it doesn't matter who you're hanging out with, like everyone it's like everyone's there together,
It's a big melting pot. Everyone just has fun.
Before we go too much farther, I was going down the line and giving an accolade to everyone. Josh, your guitar playing is fucking amazing in every song.
Yeah,
it is.
You're the lead guitarist, correct?
Yes.
So all the solos, all that.
Yes, you're the lead guitarist.
Nah, not all the solos. Andy and I split solos.
Nah, we both just.
I don't know how you like. I want this to be a compliment. I don't know how you like capture the sound, like, at the end when we were little kids, we are like the generation that grew up watching Rocket Power. Was that a fart?
No.
Yes.
It wasn't, I swear.
We need a fart sound on here.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry to air you out. But we're the generation that like grew up watching Rocket Power and shit. And at the end of that, there's like the whammy bar, like that closes out the song, and like you capture that sound so good and that vibe of just like wanting to go fucking do tricks.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I heavy like skate punk influence for my sound. Like, that's the music I grew up listening to. A lot of NoFX, Bad Religion,
Fuck yeah.
Lagwagon, all that type of shit. And then I now have a whammy bar. I didn't before, but I got a
You're
new
just
guitar.
just
lots of heavy bends and
fuck yeah.
minimal effects through the guitar. Like, it's just pretty much my guitar straight through my amp. I have a boost pedal, but like
Raw.
it's raw.
I love it.
And the first album, turns out my cabinet had a speaker blown. I don't think that really affected the sound much, but
They did a different speaker. I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Until I found out it was blown.
yeah.
Damn. I was gonna say, is that gonna be one of those things where like they're gonna be like, you can never recreate the sound because you have to get the speaker with the blown
Just
like.
gotta blow up
Oh
your amp
yeah.
first.
You still got the
Yeah.
blown one, don't you?
It's around.
Yeah.
I bought a replacement speaker, but it was the wrong ohms, so
Gotcha.
I didn't read right.
Are you talking about like that toggle at the end of Gypsy Life?
Yeah.
Okay, that's me.
That one's
that's
you.
Andy.
Yeah. That's just a kill
yeah.
switch, basically. Like I turned my neck pickup to 0 and my bridge pickups on, and then I'm just toggling the switch, basically.
It's sick.
Tom Morello shit.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
And then, like you hear it in a couple other. Songs,
I
but
overused
the
that a lot in
solos
the
are
first
sick.
song.
I love
I
it.
got real excited.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, guys, check this out!"
New trick.
Have you guys been getting a lot of attention from outside of the Govy scene though? I know you guys have been touring around.
The tours have been good.
How many tours have you guys done now?
Done 3 now.
3?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the first one was real fun. We had Matt Danger from No Pants Records. He took us under our wing and tour managed us and showed us the ropes on how to do it and stuff. And
And he drove.
And he drove the whole time.
We got to drink the
Big
whole
red
time.
Oh yeah.
We have to
yeah.
drive.
Oh
either
my
way.
god. Okay.
Elizabeth.
So fucking 2 hours into the first tour,
There we go.
we're wasted, dude. Like we are so fucked up already because we were just pounding beers and we're taking forever to get out of town.
And we didn't have
This
a
is-
show that day.
Right.
is
It's just a
when
drive.
Just a travel day.
Everyone was still drinking too.
Heavily.
So, yeah.
So
Heavily.
Josh has to pee, and he's in the back, and
He's in the middle. Nev's in the back.
Well,
I'm in the back,
the
yeah.
middle bench. You got the front 2 seats. You got the middle bench. You got the back bench. So he's in the middle bench, and he's like, "Do I just pee out the side window?" The
little,
the
like,
van
the
window
little
that just
wing windows?
cracks
Yeah.
out. And we're like, no. So He pees in the. No, you peed
Tall
in the.
boy.
A can.
Two
Tall boy.
in the
No,
cans.
one Rainier.
That's it. Yeah.
So I had to pee.
let him
Yeah.
tell it.
I had to pee. Matt told me we're not stopping. You're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I look at them. I'm like, dump out your fucking Kool-Aid or whatever. Tropic Punch.
Yeah.
So, whatever
Yeah.
it was. I'm like, dump the bottle out so I can
He
piss
was
in
not.
it.
No.
He says no. I try to pee into a tall boy, and there's a lot more pee than I thought there was gonna be. So I pinch it off, and my instinct is to dump the tall boy of piss out the window so that I can piss in it again. And it kind of just blew back into the van, and it all blew back, kind of.
It like circulated the van, but Nevin was right behind Josh.
Oh, fuck.
So he got a face.
Just
full.
R. Kelly.
I start screaming.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
he's
I
yelling.
was like,
from
"You
the back,
fucking idiot!
like, pull over right now!"
Right now!"
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is that early on in the tour too?
was
To
like,
where
First
like,
2 hours.
Oh,
First
fuck.
2 hours.
He's got to rock the
dude.
piss van for the rest of the tour.
We didn't even get to Eugene.
It
That's
was
great.
between Salem and Eugene.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my god!
All right, like,
I forgot to read it. Someone got hit by a piss bottle in Govy during winter break. Someone
Nice.
threw one out the window and hit him.
Was
Sorry, I
that
forgot
like
to
on
answer.
the bridge?
I don't know. It's just one of the winter break horror stories.
Okay.
Speaking of piss bottles, we got another. What kind of tequila are we rocking? Is that
Humidor.
El Jimador?
I
Another
heard-
Humidor shooter
Uncle
going
Andy's
down.
Peer pressuring me.
Yeah.
Number 2.
If you want to, sir.
Fuck yeah.
The old
I'm
gym.
the only,
Yeah.
the only
Yeah.
one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cheers.
Tequila
That's-
in the morning.
Yep.
Tequila sunrise. You need some OJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
no chaser, no salt, no lime, just raw dogging
Just
it here
coffee.
early.
Coffee, yeah.
Just coffee.
Now that's definitely one of the better tour horror stories for us. That was that first tour, first day, hot
You're
piss.
And I just remember
How many
being
total
like,
are there?
"Stop laughing! Stop laughing!"
Which
Oh yeah,
made it
stop
even
laughing.
funnier.
That was the best part.
We're
Stop
fucking dying.
And they start laughing harder.
Fucking face covered in piss.
We had someone asked the tour story question. I'm trying to find it here. Someone asked, "What's the most fucked up you've ever been for a show?" David Mann.
Okay.
I
Well-
think we all have a different answer.
We'll go down the line on that one. Mine was this past summer in
And was the show still a success?
kind of.
It
got
kind of
paid.
was.
We got paid.
Definitely got.
We got
And
paid.
they
There's-
loved it too.
The crowd
so it
was-
was the Gambler 500, this
Okay.
fucking Mad Max party out in the desert in Redmond, and we've played it 2 years in a row now. First year I got fucking heat stroke, so I almost passed out on stage. Like, so this next one was gonna be a makeup one, and I'm we got like maybe half a bottle of tequila, like a fifth. Half bottle in before we went on stage, which back then, like, we were coming off tour. That was kind of my normal.
I helped you with it a little.
You
bit
help,
too,
yeah, exactly. And
just steady hand mode.
we get on stage. This was the nail in the coffin. I brought the rest of the fifth with me on stage, and it's right next to me. We got like maybe 5 songs in or something, and then the last thing I remember is fucking just chug. Like, I was in the middle of a solo, and I just fucking chugged the rest of it. You know, like, oh, wow factor or something. That was the last thing I remember. And then
blacking out on stage.
So I was standing next to his amp because it was over on my side, and it happened like slowly over about a song and a half where I'm like, is Andy like out of tune or is something going on? And he just like the guitar playing slowly, deep
the fine
breaths.
motor function
Yeah.
just
And
like
he
slowly
looked-
getting fuzzy.
Oh, and he looks over at me at one point and he's just like,
Dead.
You do get a look about you on stage. I'll say that much. Like
Yeah.
you sing, I'm like, holy shit, something's got a hold of Andy right now.
it's the Humidor.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we finished our set. We ended up, I think, playing 2 hours.
2 hours.
Something
And
like that.
You just kept on playing.
Yeah.
we tried to end it and he was like, no, a couple
He
more.
would look back
God
and
damn
just
it.
start playing more.
Looks back
the-
not moist.
But the people, like he said, the people were loving it. Even
They
the guy
were.
that was like in charge of the whole production, his name's Shane. He like runs the music side of the Gambler 500. I remember looking at him. We're trying to get off stage. He's like, "No, the people are fucking hyped. Keep it going." I'm just like, "Fuck me. I don't want to be up
Josh
here."
was not
sounds
stoked.
like shit.
Yeah.
But they loved it. People
They
came up
did,
to us
yeah.
afterwards, and people were like, "What about your CDs? That was so cool."
They're
I'm just like,
asking about us the next
me.
day and stuff. Shane's hitting me up the next day. I'm like I got so pissed off that night. I broke my
Yeah.
hand punching the van and stuff. I
damn.
was so fucked. I felt so awful the
I had
next
to
day.
babysit him all.
Oh, dude, it was
fun.
a bad night.
He ran off into the desert.
Yeah.
like straight like Napoleon Dynamite status. I just watch him jump over like a fence and just take off.
And they were leaving for the night because they had to work. So
Yeah.
I was stuck with Andy.
Oh,
as he's
damn.
sprinting into the desert in the middle of the night.
Is that like the,
That's when
is
we
that
left.
the culminating event for the Gambler 500 too? So everyone's
Yeah.
probably like on the same vibe as like
We had, like,
Uncle
that
was.
was-
That was
like-
the last, the
last
last
stop.
night, and we were the headlining show that
like
night.
midnight
Yeah.
to 2 a.m.
So everyone was fucked up.
So
Everyone
there's
was
a
having a
time to
good
do it.
time. It
Yeah.
worked out. I was lucky that it was, we got that slot, and then I got that fucked up. But yeah, that was a good. I don't know. I got put in check on that one. A good self-reflection.
You
moment.
didn't.
We
you
had-
didn't
we had-
drink
anyone
for,
got a
like,
gnarlier
2
one than
weeks
that?
After that or something.
Yeah.
I quit drinking for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And then, I don't practice, like, when we play now,
Yeah.
when we practice, I won't drink. Like, when we play shows, I won't drink until, like, we get on stage and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels better to play good, or play well and not, like, not have regrets about it. I think that's kind of the biggest thing that I've come
Yeah.
to terms with,
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't really have a specific one just because, I don't know, the years of bartending have, like, kept my BAC tracking pretty well. To
Yeah.
where I get right up
You know
to
your
the
level.
I get right up to the edge to where I'm about to get sloppy, and I'm like, hey, ease down. But probably just
Years
like,
of fear of getting fired.
Sure.
Yeah.
But no, I think just like the first couple of shows at Rathskeller was like the most fucked up I ever got, of just like having the rocket fuel, which was just a juice bottle like half full of tequila that was just being passed around, and some nose supplements. And
The bullet.
the
little bullet,
had the
dude.
little- the
Oh
little-
my God,
little
that thing was
bullet.
awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever like been. I've noticed like after we're done playing, when you're drunk, you just start shit talking.
yeah.
You're just a shit
just
talker
get
when you get to that
feisty.
level.
Yeah.
and it's funny.
Even like living with Morgan, I saw you like belligerently blackout drunk only a handful of times.
Yeah.
It's like Morgan kind of always just keeps it together.
I try not to black out. A little brown
Yeah.
out every once in a while is
Yeah.
okay, but yeah.
Morgan
When you're
whiskey
trying to
drunk.
film a video and you gotta take
Whiskey
10
drunk.
takes. Of
Oh,
the
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't drink whiskey though.
That's the
Yeah.
only time
Yeah.
I've seen you like
Yeah,
fucked up.
I
Is,
blacked the
is
fuck
was a
out.
St. Patty's Day and you had a little too much whiskey. I remember. Yeah.
No, I get loud and angry, and then eventually I wind up crying, which is just awesome.
That sounds
Great
about
for
right.
everyone. It makes me look really cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm Irish too, man. It happens.
The red comes out like, even stronger.
All the
Nev, do you have
emotions.
one?
I mean, I don't really ever remember being like too drunk. I probably had a good buzz to where I flubbed a few times, but
He's a champ.
Yeah.
you can't drum drunk.
I was gonna say you're
Yeah.
probably just like it's like trying to like sprint and get drunk at the same time or something. It's like you're just moving so much, it's just going through you.
And like, yeah, if you're wasted, it just doesn't work. Yeah, so being wasted and drumming has never been a thing that I enjoyed. So I always tried to kind of keep it mellow, and like once we're on stage, then
Yeah.
start pounding a couple. But
It's not like you have a free hand either, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody has to keep us kind of.
It's
Yeah.
the fairy hand guitarist
I was
that
gonna
gets
say,
it.
is it a
the
guitar
rhythm
player?
section
we just get
keeps
to
It's definitely a thing for sure. Like
we have a
two have
little
shit
more
to do.
responsibility to not fuck up so that they can fuck around.
Yes.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. Takes a village.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
What are some of your guys' musical influences that help shape your sound? Because if I had,
I think that's
if I had
actually
to
kind of
guess,
a cool thing is just as the band in a whole. I remember Josh and I, we're like skate punk, like like you say, NoFX, Bad Religion. I'm like a huge Guttermouth fan.
Okay.
I also listen to some like Sabbath is my favorite band of all time.
I was gonna say I can hear some Sabbath in there.
Hell yeah.
I can hear some Primus. I can hear some. The most recent album, I feel like there's a little bit of Sum 41 vibes in the guitar
There's
stuff,
okay.
in the
Couple
best way. That's one of my
No,
favorite
yeah,
bands
I
of
love
all
Sum
time.
41.
Yeah.
And then like definitely a little CKY thrown in the mix, you know.
So,
not
like,
to
the
put
other-
you in a box, but I'm just like
The other half of
It's
that
the best
though,
of
is
all
I
of
feel
these
like
things.
Nev and Morgan both kind of grew up with more like you guys are like kind of new metal, like like I know
metal and
something like
rock.
faster.
Morgan loves Tool and stuff.
Not faster. Like
I've been on a big
they're
Tool
more-
kick lately.
Yeah, a lot of Tool for sure, and like Rage Against the Machine and shit like that.
Fuck
But then
yeah.
also jazz, for sure for me. Like I grew up in playing jazz band and stuff like that, so that actually has a pretty big influence on playing for me.
Okay. Were you what instrument did you play in the
It was
jazz
bass.
band? In bass?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Stand up or just a
I played
standard
a stand
bass?
up a couple of times, but I never like had one. It was just regular electric bass.
Okay.
Devin's more of kind of the true metalhead
Yeah.
out of the four of us.
Yeah, like when I was in high school and started drumming, I'd be trying to drum along to like Avenged Sevenfold and Atreyu and Pantera and stuff like that.
probably fun drum music?
Yeah, it is. Definitely. Like, I feel like the late 90s, early 2000s bands were very heavy. Like, guitar solos kind of went away for a while, especially with, like, Korn and Limp Bizkit and all that stuff. There wasn't really guitar solos, and it was, like, drum heavy.
I'm just thinking sub in the back of a big ass Suburban, just like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah. But, yeah, the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold, he was, like, my idol. So I feel like that's where a lot of my influence comes from is, the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold, but
Do
he's
you-
passed now, so R.I.P.
R.I.P. And do you write all your own drum tracks? And
Yeah.
does everyone write their own parts?
Yeah.
For it?
The old songs basically kept it the same, but just like spiced through my own
Yeah, your personality
spin
on
it.
top of it.
Yeah.
Because you guys had a different drummer at first, and then
it was
you-
Carly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at what point did you hop on?
I mean, it was soon after you moved to the.
We played
Oregon.
a summer with Carly, basically. We played like a couple Rainbow shows, Rainbow Tavern over in Maupin. We played a Dante's show. I think we played Portland Hawthorne Hideaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And a
then
handful at the Rathskeller.
yeah, a couple at the Rat. And then it was like that fall, she let us know that she was taking a management position. And she's like, honestly, like, you know, you guys are trying to like record records and like we were talking
Go
about
on
doing a
tour and
tour.
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And she's like, respectfully, you know, maybe you should look into getting a new drummer.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you know, it luckily worked out with Nev. And then,
And it started off just me like it wasn't like you're in the band now. It was like let's jam, and I think I was like filling in for a show, and then the ball just kept on going, and
yeah.
I remember playing with you and Josh at your house, Josh. That was like the first time I ever played with you because you'd been playing with Josh and
Pelvic Torque,
the Pelvic
yeah.
Torque guys already. And Josh was like, "Come over, like let's jam." Nevin's over here drumming and shit too. And,
Yeah.
like, that first time of like, yeah, just us kind of riffing and you drumming, I was just like, "Oh, this guy's fucking good. Cool. That's nice."
that's nice.
Because there's like no drummers around.
Yeah.
Like that's there's always a need for drummers. And
Yeah.
All you ever see
Yeah,
is
true.
drummer
Everyone plays a
wanted.
guitar.
He's basically
Yeah.
Mount Hood's drummer.
And you know, whatever gives me an excuse to get behind the drum kit and play drums. So I try
It
to
seems
be.
so fun,
Yeah, it
but it's
did.
just such a loud instrument to suck
Yeah.
at. Like the learning curve of like drums, like you can't just like kind of slowly like
It's a
play
lot
it
of
yourself.
equipment,
Yeah.
too.
It sucks
Pack around a ton of shit.
because I live in an RV, so it's not like I can just have my drum set set up in the RV and practice whenever I want. So whenever I that's why I like to do other projects, is because it gives me more opportunity to get behind a kit more than once a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have my practice pad at home and stuff, but it's not the same. Like,
Yeah, you want to get
and-
reps in on like an actual set.
Yeah, and playing with people. I feel like that's the best practice, is playing with people. Like, yeah, like sitting with headphones trying to play along to your favorite tunes is one thing, but like playing with people is a whole nother level of like learning and progressing, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your guys' practice schedule look like?
Every Tuesday.
Tuesday
Okay.
nights.
Yep, Tuesday nights. We got a practice space down in Portland, and we
Okay.
just, you know, we bounced around a couple times. We started in Portland, and then we went up to Josh's house for like maybe a year or so, and then we're back in Portland. It's kind of nice to have like the dedicated space where you're
a
in this,
routine that you go to.
yeah, you're in this fucking box where there's just musical instruments, and you can make as much noise as you want, and there's not a lot of luxuries, so you're just there to play music.
Where do you guys practice at? Is it?
It's called Puddletown or Metronome or something like that. Now it's on like 6th and Grand on the Central East Side in Portland.
Okay. There's a really sick skate spot, Northwest Portland, like the Red Wall. It's a wall ride, and the parking lot is like some recording studio or practice studio. You can also hear the wall vibrates from the bands playing inside of it.
It's probably a Puddletown because they have like 7 or 8 of them. Like it's kind of like a little.
I'm like,
Is
what
this set up
skate spot?
through your studio, or did you guys organize this independently?
Yeah, it's
you
just
rent the space.
I hit them up. Yeah, I was like, yo, you look for the right size room, and we pay it's like $300 something bucks a month. Ends up being like 82 per person, and honestly, I like it myself. Like
it's
No,
like
it's
it's 24 hours. It's like a it's like a warehouse. It's like a warehouse that's sectioned off into these little plywood boxes.
Yeah.
So you get your keys to get in through the main door, and then there's all sorts of other bands there. There's probably 30, 40 rooms in these
There's
places.
a lot of
a
room.
grow op of music.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Taken, the movie Taken.
Yeah.
So it's like
that.
it's kind of like where when he walks in, there's like each door. It's just got numbers on the door. It's kind of like that.
Oh, they sound. Oh yeah, that's great.
It is cool though, because like when we get there, you hear all different kinds of music, and when you're walking, you're like, "Ooh, I like how they're sounding."
Yeah, it's probably a good place to rub elbows.
We've
with
met some bands that so like this last Volume Bomb Records, they put on a block party every year. We played the past 2 years. We played right when we got done. A couple of people came up to us, this girl band that plays next to us. They're like, "Hey, we know you guys. We practice next to you guys." It's like I think it's sick. Like I've recognized people that I've heard in the space and gone to, like, same thing at the Volume Bomb thing, like seen shows and like
That's sick.
it's you like recognize their music just from being there basically and kind of being immersed in it. It's a cool vibe there for sure.
I definitely feel like the Portland music scene is smaller than what people think. 'Cause
It's tight.
I feel like now.
Oh, we got some people with a snowboard trying to come in.
Renters or
They have their own boards.
Yeah,
And
it looks like they was trying to check out the shop. Sorry, guys. Come back at noon.
do you guys
We're
rent?
filming out a BDK board shop located here in Sandy, Oregon. Noon? What? Is it noon? I always get the hours wrong.
It's
11 or
10:15 right now.
No,
when they
noon
open.
to 7. 7 days a week. Come in. It's 10:15. We're 2 shots deep.
10:15.
Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with you guys here.
Nice.
Keep it moist.
Yep.
Little fiver.
Yeah, that's that fucking guitar, by the way. That's why I brought that one. We use that in the video, and
Don't
Mountain
get
has
your
sold that
donut
to me.
hands on it.
No.
We chilling?
Oh yeah.
Donutting.
Putting it down. Yeah, you gotta do the 6th one.
That's a
Oh,
good.
don't you worry, big boy.
I'm gonna try and
You just hit another one.
after this.
There you go.
Let's do it.
Let's
It was
do it.
actually a lot of fun. I hope it's kind of melted out.
All right, we are back. Thank you guys for
it's wobbly.
bearing with us there. We took a quick bio break. We got some donuts.
Taco with that, for
No,
sure.
no.
There's more donuts. You want a donut?
Taco shop.
I'll hit one here when we're done. I'm good for right
got-
now,
we
but
got
appreciate it.
bags.
Oh
Line them
shit!
up. Line them up.
These are Joe's donuts.
It is Joe's Donuts.
Shout out to Joe's Donuts.
So claims
Shout out
the Arco.
Joe's Donuts.
Whether or not
Via
they are or
Arco.
not.
Shout out Humidor. Still waiting for your sponsorship.
Give us money.
Yeah, what would be your top sponsorship? Do bands get sponsored?
Oh
Yeah.
Kind of.
Music
Yeah.
equipment,
Endorsements.
like endorsements. I don't know. Shoes would be cool.
What would be So what would be the top sponsorship?
Rhythm section wants Zin. Zinskis.
Man.
Fuck. Gas.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
Chevron.
Chevron
Chevron sponsor. All right.
We-
All right.
half,
all right.
half of our band group photos are taken in front of various chevrons.
That's very true.
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
But as I was looking through them one day, there's one in front of. There's a couple in front of Govy Chevron. The Chevron that's next door to Dante's in Portland. That's our demo picture.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Chevron, if you're listening,
We love
corn dogs and gas money would be fucking cool.
Sometimes it's just a slow plug away at them, right?
Yeah,
Just gotta work away
that's
at them.
all we're here for is to beg for money.
Yeah.
I mean, they got pockets. Yeah, you can also support us by hitting the Patreon. You know,
There
That's
we
good.
go.
Nice.
Do we have a Patreon?
The IRS.
We tried to have an
Let's get
OnlyFans.
sponsored by the IRS, and we don't have to pay taxes.
No, we just
What
have to
happened
be
to
a
the
religion.
Uncle
Oh,
Andy
right.
OnlyFans?
It turns out
We tried doing
you
that.
can't have a group OnlyFans. I think was the hang
Yeah,
up there.
we got denied a couple times because I couldn't prove that. Like
that we weren't human trafficking each other.
Yeah, pretty much. It was something like it was just so
Which we are.
vague. Yeah, I mean we traffic each other.
Crossing
it's a
state
communal
lines.
thing, but yeah.
Kind of consensual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. At least one of us consents.
This is probably a good time to hop into some listener questions.
User questions.
User. I don't know why I keep saying user questions.
Yeah.
Consenter.
I said that a bunch in the last one. Which also we got our we officially made it. We got our first hater.
Yeah,
buddy.
Are you gonna air them out?
Do it.
I don't remember who it was, but
okay.
I do remember what they said. They said that our podcast has so much potential. It gives everything yet nothing at the same time, and my interviews are trash.
Dude, it's probably
The Hood Girl episode was laughable, and this was from a girl, so I don't know what the
it's
beef
probably
was,
Tishy Racing, dude.
right?
No,
Hey
that-
man, all publicity is good publicity. We'll
Yes.
take it.
Yes.
If you got haters, you're doing something right.
Yeah, it's new for me. I'm
Yeah,
not
what
used to having
Especially
haters.
in the
so.
content
You guys got any
world.
Uncle Andy haters?
No, and that's the problem.
Oh yeah, that is a problem.
I'm sure there's gotta be at least.
They haven't
one
come
or
out
two.
publicly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the ones who kind of smile and shake their heads more like, oh, we're Uncle Andy and the fuck around, and they're like,
Yeah. For sure.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Pretty sure Alicia's a hate. Sorry.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
We love you, Charlie.
Oh yeah.
New Chaz wants to know what's the dream artist to collaborate with. I think they're talking music artist.
Oh man. I was gonna say Banksy, but
Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani.
Avril Lavigne.
It's Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
tried playing Skater Boy before.
That would
Yeah.
actually
We
be
could get
kind of.
Avril
It's,
Lavigne.
yeah, that'd be
That would
pretty
100%
crazy.
Avril Lavigne.
Back
man.
Yep. Yeah, Church backs that. We know Church backs
Avril,
that.
we
Do you
love
know
you.
Avril though?
I don't.
Do you know Avril? Has she
No.
ever reached out?
Never.
No cease and desist ever? No.
Doesn't even know I exist.
Man.
She's missing out, man.
Just enjoying free healthcare in Canada, you know?
Yeah.
Damn
Oh, she
straight.
is Canadian, isn't she? We can get her a visa.
Yeah.
Work visa?
I'm sure she has one.
I don't know.
Come down as a J1.
Working at Timberline.
You can live with the red buildings. They're gray now, right?
Yeah.
They're great. It's still the red
buildings.
building.
Yeah, the red buildings.
It's red.
Perry Andy once said, remember that time the cops dropped you off at my door in Govy at 3 a.m.?
Oh, Andy Perry.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Someone we should have on the podcast, by the way. We should definitely get Andy on.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude. So I blacked out of the OT hut, and apparently Javi gave me acid on the way up.
That sounds right.
We were so we got in Erica's van, and we were going up to T-Line to go hot tub, and I passed out in the van. They left me there.
Oh, I was there that night.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I fucking apparently woke up. I don't know why, but I tried breaking into the maintenance shack down by was it Poochie or whatever that's over
Yeah,
there?
by Molly's. Yeah, by
Yeah.
like the Molly lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
so
were leaving and we like saw the cops over there and we're like, what's going on? And like we saw Andy.
all I remember was throwing a fucking big ass fire extinguisher like CO2 tank or something like that at the door, and yeah, the cops.
Someone called the maintenance or whatever called the cop.
what you were doing, or were you?
That's all I remember. Throwing something at the door,
Yeah.
and then I remember the cops picking me up, and then they drove me down to Govy, and I was like, no, you can drop me off at this place. Like they're like, okay, if these people don't come out and bring you into their house, then we're taking you to the county.
Yeah.
And
That's
luckily,
fucking insane. They
Andy
just didn't
fucking-
want to deal with you. They're like,
Pretty
can we
much,
dump
dude.
you off on some other doorstep?
Yep. Like,
Oh
let's
my
just leave
God.
you in Govy. We don't want to take you all the way to Clackamas right now. Like, and thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, he was
Great
living
dude.
at the Red Buildings. I hit him up, and he
That's-
was it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah.
That's
it was-
fucking great. They're like, we're not taking you back to society. We're just going to leave you up
What
here in
were you
Govy.
trying to do?
I
Break shit.
Yeah.
You were just up there.
I was
like-
fucking out of my mind, you know,
Yeah.
like Yeah.
Nice.
As one is when they're blackout.
Yeah, and then a lot of heavy drinking in a hot tub. Usually
Breaking in.
No, I didn't even make it to the hot tub.
you didn't even make it?
No,
Oh, shit.
because you guys left me in the van.
Oh yeah, it's all coming back.
Great submission. Thank you, Andy. We'll have to have you on the show here at some
Hey,
point.
pay.
Rico wants to know, when are you all getting matching nipple piercings?
Josh and I have matching ass tattoos, so there's that.
That's who was it? Corzip Fleece said let Unc and Josh, or that they let Unc and Josh sleep in their living room, and everyone woke up with butt tattoos.
Everyone?
No,
Mac got one.
Just them.
Mac
did?
Mac also got an ass tattoo, but his was tasteful. and
What's the
it-
tattoo that you guys got?
do we do you want to see it? Can we show
Put it,
our
can we
asses
do
on
it? Put it on the camera. Put it on the camera. We'll see. Right?
Can we do it?
Are you on the right?
This will be. This is gonna be our thumbnail for the episode.
This is like Tenacious D.
So it's like,
ass out.
You got ass mark
oh,
too,
jeez.
man?
Can you see it?
I don't know if you see it, but
You're not looking directly. All right.
it's
there we go.
it's the acronym to the band. You can put it together.
We don't have enough people subscribed to actually get monetized anyways. So
We'll
guys,
see
if
about
you like
that
that
after this.
ass, hit the subscribe button. Let's get it monetized so we can get demonetized. Let's go.
Ass, ass.
And try not to think about our acronym for the old band name.
Sorry, I
we
left
had
the
to
single.
avoid that.
Oh, that's what I didn't look. That's what's on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's. I could never go to jail.
Ever
It's
again.
not good.
AG.
Yep. All right. Well, no comment, but there we have it, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
Moving
so
Nevin and Morgan, you guys don't have this tattoo?
No.
No, that they
Not
went
yet.
home.
Yeah,
that
I almost
was-
went to hang out. And,
We played a show in Bend.
That's when I got in a fight, too.
Yeah, so we played a show and these two left. Andy and I hung out in Bend, which is a terrible idea. Bend fucking sucks.
Dude, the CW got all coked out, got in a fight. Like, it was just, it was
We
a
shut the
wild
place
night.
down. Somebody hit cornbread in the face. I look over, Andy's on some kid just beating the shit out of him. Bartenders come over the bar, they're like, "You're all fucking done. Everybody get out."
What bar was this in Bend?
Cascade West.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we all took off back to Mac and Javi's house, and Javi had a tattoo gun. We drank some more, and we all got ass tats.
The fucked up thing is, his is,
Mine's
like,
better.
you could tell Javi was getting more sober when he did Josh's, and
Yeah.
mine, like, starts with this giant UA and just, like, kind of shrinks down.
I have it's not as cool or rock and roll at all, but I have a matching tattoo with my sister, and I was the
Yes.
first. She was the second. Hers is way better because I'm like, oh, you got the warm up one there.
Yep.
Well, kind of backing that question up, Chocolate Banana wants to know: settle the bet. Who has the longest foreskin? Maybe we'll keep the hogs slung. We don't need to dump them out.
Longest
But
foreskin?
yeah, I don't
have
know.
no
It's
foreskin.
banana, dude.
I think
was
Banana asked this because
You have
I'm
foreskin?
guessing he has the longest
Oh.
foreskin ever.
There we go.
You
Chocolate Banana, always
Chocolate
good for a good
Banana.
laugh, man.
Actually win.
Oh, you're right.
All right, Dylan. Dylan Harverson wants to know your favorite local venue to play.
Well, it was Dante's, but the Twilight's pretty fucking
Dude,
good.
yeah, we got a show coming up at Twilight next.
Charlie's. The
was gonna
Rat's
say,
great.
I mean-
The Rat's great, but I love Charlie's just because
Yeah.
he doesn't let us do it often.
Charlie's is appropriate.
Is there any scheduled Charlie's shows?
No.
No.
At the moment, nothing yet.
No, we're trying to, I mean, anytime, Charlie, anytime you want to have us, bring us in.
Yeah.
But fucking Dante's.
But fucking.
But fucking. Yeah.
We love Dante's.
Yeah.
Dante's is a great spot, great sound.
Yeah.
It's always a really good vibe there, and the tickets are cheap. Tickets are cheap.
Pizza slut.
Chickens are deep.
Yeah.
And then
Pizza
same
Slut,
with
Voodoo
same with
Donuts.
Twilight right now. Like,
Twilight's probably
Twilight
my
on the Central
favorite.
East Side is probably one of the new, like, it was shut down for a little while, and then now it's reopened, and it's an amazing sound and like a really great venue as far as just like showing up. The stage is right there. The bar is real easy to access. It's like 250 cap room. It's a good vibe there for sure.
And then for out of state, Winter's Tavern
Yeah,
where's that
CJ.
in Pacifica, like south of San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a little nowhere coastal town just south of San Fran.
Where do you guys get the most love off Hood?
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, Salt Lake.
San
for
Diego
sure.
was pretty cool.
Dude,
And
San Diego is
Winters
great.
is always great.
Winters,
too, like
yeah.
Pacifica
but
is always
Winters is in a town called Pacifica that is essentially like Govy on the beach.
Yeah.
It's a small little, I don't even know if I'd call it a surf community. People surf.
It is. There's a big surf community
and
there for sure.
it's just a tiny town. It's got like one bar that does music and stuff. So like when something's happening there, everyone's there. And they have an apartment on top of the bar that we all get to sleep in afterwards, which is fucking great on the road because there's
washing machine.
washing machine. There's laundry. There's a shower.
And you wake up, you have like a Southern California beach day.
Yeah, the beach is like a 5
NorCal. Oh, that's where NorCal.
It's,
So
it's
Bay
in the Bay
Area.
Area, yeah.
But it's like a 5-minute walk to the beach.
Also, the owner CJ, he's like one of the nicest dudes. Every time we play there, he packs the fridge with Rainier because he knows we're from the Northwest. You can hardly get Rainier in San Francisco.
It's not down
so
there.
it's like, I don't know. Like we found that out this last time we were there. Like one of the guys that works there was like Dougie. He was like, "Yo, dude, he packs his fridge." With beer from your local place if he likes you, type thing. And we're
That's
like, fuck,
sick.
man, that's awesome, man. Yeah, for
We
sure.
love winters.
How do you guys go about finding venues and picking venues for your tour?
Andy.
Like,
All Andy.
yeah.
He gets
Oh man,
Are you
deep
just
into
cold
their
calling
emails.
these places?
it's like
or-
you know how like when you're on Google Maps and you're looking for street spots.
Yeah.
very similar to
You
that.
just type in bar.
You
and
type
stuff
in
and
what I've been
music?
doing is I've been typing in music bar
Okay.
and so many.
You're just going down the map and kind of seeing where it'd
Yep.
be logical to stop. And
Yeah,
stuff.
like a lot of towns that we don't know anyone from or we've never been to, I'll kind of do that little search or whatever. But like if we know certain bands from an area or get a lead, like some sort of booking agent that one of our homies is like, yeah, this is a great bar, this is a great place to play at. I kind of go that direction.
As you do it more, you get better info. and
Yeah,
just find better spots.
it's like
Yeah.
when you're finding spots.
Yeah,
Like you
okay.
link up with people, like they're like, "Oh, you should go fucking hit this rail." I'm like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
I know this rail." You know,
Going
you kinda-
back to that street snowboarding.
It's-
Exactly,
inspiration,
dude.
right?
Yeah.
A lot of word of mouth.
It's
Uh-huh.
very similar because there's like also bars now that we've played that we're like, let's not play there again.
Yep.
So that one's off the list. And yeah,
Most of the time, those are the ones that I find on Google.
Just random.
Yeah,
It
it's
didn't
like,
work out or whatever.
oh, it
Yeah.
seems okay.
Yeah,
you know.
you got a layover in that town that night, so you're trying to put
And then-
something
Sure.
together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then what do you go and email the owner or call them?
Email, Instagram, or Facebook Messenger is kind of the 3 points that people want. People never want you to call because it makes sense. It's easier to just answer emails and if you're just calling the bar all the time trying to
A
book
little
shows.
too
Might be an
bartenders get-
employee. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They get pissed off and stuff. So it's like, and I think a lot of times, like, going back to the whole fuck around gang thing, a lot of times I get left on red or whatever, I think because of the name, and I've sent a couple emails out just as Unkle Andy so far and instant responses. Like,
Yeah,
Do you have a
whether-
resume you send them? Oh, we've played all these venues.
it's called a
or-
press kit. So
Okay.
it's like,
That's like your deck. Like you put together a deck for sponsors.
Kind of,
kind of thing.
yeah. It's like literally a resume.
Yeah.
Is like the first part of it. I have like this little bio, like links to our Instagram, all of our social media, Spotify, contact information. The next page is all the venues that we've played, what dates, and it's like it's a full page. It's like
Do you guys have any tours on the burner coming up?
maybe a couple runs.
Okay.
I think we're this year we're thinking about doing like 3 or 4 like 3-day runs in the Northwest specifically, kind of trying to touch more places that we haven't played so much. Just kind of trying to dial that back a little bit, ride a little bit more. Just have, I don't know. We've all started to get real jobs and have more shit going on in our lives. So it's kind of like, yeah, just dial it back a little bit more.
The like 12 to 13 days straight stretches of
Yeah.
like driving every day.
It's gnarly.
It's a lot.
taking
for
off
sure.
work for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
and-
Dude, it's
Yeah.
I know just from doing skate trips and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like anything past like 10 days is like kind of really the max. Like even less
fucking
than that.
exhausting.
Yeah. I imagine it's pretty draining.
Yeah.
This last tour, I must say, was kind of nice with San Diego. Like,
Yeah.
I
Had an off
enjoyed
day.
it. Yeah, we had
San
like
Diego
3
was cool.
days in San Diego where we just hung out, we surfed, we fucking Josh went to a bunch of museums and shit, and
Yeah.
like
Fuck yeah.
like had an Airbnb, just hung out on the beach. And
I love it down there. That's where my fiance Morgan is from that area.
No shit.
So, yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
go down
San Diego's
Temecula.
rad.
Do you, Temecula?
Yep, so we go down there.
We were in the
we were
Ocean
just there
Beach
for
area.
Christmas.
Ocean Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah.
hard to find that balance on tour though, because you want to be out there playing and making money, but you also got to take some days off, right?
One of the years in Salt Lake, we went to Brighton because we had an
Yeah,
off
I remember that photo. That photo was
That
sick.
was fucking
That was cool to see you guys all out there.
Yeah,
That was
Kind of
fun.
bow day.
Shout out Dylan Basons. Dill took us
sick.
out, and
Yep.
you know, all the homies out there, like you know, the Daily Dose homies. Everyone put us up with. They put us up, gave us boards and stuff. So it was fucking cool.
I digging through my closet, I found my baby goggles the other day.
Oh
You still
yeah,
have
we
yours?
bought like the cheapest goggles possible because we needed them. They were like little kid.
There's like
you know?
miniature
They're
small
like
ones.
this big.
I got them in the back of the van right now. Yeah, they're just like my backup goggles if I
Just
ever
in
forget
case,
something.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, that might become the wave. Hold on to them. You never
Dude,
know.
yeah.
DGS sent in. They want to know what the fuck is an unk flip.
And
Is that?
Oh,
I didn't
God.
understand. Is that an actual thing?
Drug-related?
No. I mean, I was probably on drugs, but like, you know, it's like.
or candy.
Hit him
Or
up
is that
for
the
an unk flip.
when you
Yeah,
is that when you tried to
Jank
backflip
him.
and broke your hand? Is that what he's talking about?
No, this is a long time ago. This is
Oh.
a fucking. I remember when I first met Lex, I was all fucked up. I'm like, I'm making all these fucking tricks. It's pretty much just rolling around on the snow and landing on the board.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, like,
Some Australian breakdancing.
kind of. Yeah, exactly. What the
I like
fuck
it.
was that shit say? Yeah, I think it was,
should be a
it
guys'
was like
music video.
originally supposed to be some backside Miller flip with two hands that you just flail out and somehow land. Like, take it to 5, take it to 7, doesn't matter.
The unk flip?
Yeah, you
Nice.
just flail the
It was
fuck out.
backside?
Yeah,
Okay.
backside Miller flip. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dirty D asked, who is your biggest music inspo? I think we rolled through everyone, but I don't think, Josh, you got anyone you wanted to add on there?
Like I said, a bunch of punk rock. Also a lot of like 80s metal. Andy calls me Sweaty Van Halen.
Yeah.
Fucking love Eddie Van Halen. I mean Jimmy Page, just your like classic rock guitar gods.
The legends.
A lot of Iron Maiden.
Nice.
And that spills over a lot of stuff that I write as far as like solos and stuff. I lean heavy on just your standard like pentatonic scales, blues scales, and just kind of like make them a little heavier. And that's where all that comes from. The rest of it though, mostly just punk rock and like the heavier side of punk rock too. That's why I like the song Ram or Flesh, where I get to do a lot of heavy chugging. I like a lot of stuff like that that's coming from I don't know, some of the heavier punk bands like Thrice and shit like that. So,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
I love it. I know, everyone, speaking for everyone else, we all love it.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
I don't know if it's like necessarily one of our bigger influences, but I feel like Caius is kind of like
Sleep.
Big time, dude.
it's one of the bands that I feel like we actually kind of sound like.
Okay.
Caius is. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people know about them. You know,
I
It's a-
don't know
it's a
about them. I'm about to
grunge
check it
band.
out.
So-
How do you spell it?
KYUSS. They put out 4 albums, and then you know Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Jeff
Josh
Homme.
Homme, he was the guitarist in Caius before he started Queens of the Stone Age, and it's just like they play in C standard, which we also play in, so it's like really just like down tuned and like pretty low as well. But
Okay.
it's like great desert rock. The vocals they're harmonic, but they're also like really raspy, and it's it's kind of yeah.
I like that
the
description,
guitar
desert
sound.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I like
guitar
that.
sound too. He was playing through
Bass cabs.
Bass cabs.
Yeah, he's playing his
so
guitar
like,
amp through
Oh,
bass
nice.
cabs,
Yeah,
and
so
so
it's
it's
very
just
What
like
is that?
Caius.
But what is bass cabs?
Oh, sorry. It's like those cabinets, like
It's the speaker.
He's
essentially.
recording it through that. And
He's
then-
playing it through it, so he'll have like the top part will be a guitar part, but then the bottom where the actual speakers are more like bass speakers essentially. So it's just more low end to the guitar sound. It's just
Okay.
heavier,
Yeah.
Okay.
grittier.
a lot of times too, if you're playing like a high neck solo or like something higher up, it won't sound so like squealy or pitchy. Like it sounds like almost like you get that high end, but it's warm at the same time. So it's like really kind of psychedelic sound, I guess
Okay.
would be a good way to put it. But also heavy at the same time.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah. Those
Good
are.
info.
They're a cool band. They only lasted like four albums. They're from Palm Desert, but definitely, like you said, like huge inspiration.
Okay,
for
there you
sure.
go. DJ, if you're listening, that's your neck of the woods, man.
Caius.
Hit him up.
Caius.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that he probably listens to him. That's ringing a bell there. Well, sick. That's all the listener questions. So we got one more. The most serious question from Preston: can dogs look up? I don't know what the fuck he's asking that.
No, they can't.
They can't. Yeah.
I think my dog looks up to me, maybe.
Yep.
That's right.
There you go. All right, we're
Sweet
finishing on the dad joke.
Shout out.
Oh, we got are you guys silent rock believers?
Sure.
Oh, true.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. What's your
Josh
what's
is a
your take?
maybe.
I fucking-
Josh is a nah.
No.
Josh is
Not that
no.
I'm not that I'm not a believer,
Okay.
but I always forget to turn my radio down.
Okay.
And
He hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
You guys
Knock
are all
on wood.
pretty about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Nevin.
I mean, it depends who I'm in the car with.
Okay.
It's like, I'm not too superstitious, but if I'm with people, I'll be quiet.
Right. If
When
I'm
we
with
go-
someone that wants me to be quiet, I'll shut up. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
you know.
Not doing it on your own with no one watching kind of
Usually
thing.
not.
It's
I definitely am.
you know.
Don't drive
I don't
to go
turn
snowboarding
my
with these guys,
headphones
No,
off
exactly.
when I'm on the bus.
Right? They're driving
The,
themselves.
It's 'cause
the
fucking-
bus
You're like-
music keeps going.
Okay, yeah, you feel like the bubbles burst already kind of
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Because RLK, dude, back in the day, he sacrificed one of his mistresses out on fucking Silent Rock, and now we have to honor that.
A new legend.
A new legend is born. There we go. I like that.
And Tim Wendell gapped it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is the best.
Respect.
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what kid said that, but that's definitely one of the best ones I've heard. Well, sick. Thank you guys for letting me fan out on you for a couple hours here. It's
That's rad.
It's a
Thanks for having
pleasure.
us.
You guys are definitely Govy's favorite band, man. It's like
We hope so.
you helped tie it all together.
We
And
try.
Morgan, thank you for hiring me on to fix your car a couple years back.
Yeah,
that
thank
ended
you
up
for
being
fixing
the
my
first.
car.
That was the first official job I did for what is now Mount Hood Mobile,
Oh, no
and
shit.
that's what I do for a business now. So yeah,
That's
it
awesome.
started there.
Got it
Thank
all
you, dude.
started for
Appreciate
you.
it.
You're welcome.
Hopefully, it's still running
It is.
or
No,
or
actually, that
did
one-
its thing.
Which
Wasn't
one?
that was the green Ford Focus, right?
This is the Bourbon, the Subaru, excuse me.
Oh, that was Whitney's car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. That is still running.
Cool. But anyways, yeah, Unkle Andy and the Fuck Around Gang. Now just Unkle Andy.
No.
Check him out. Listen if you don't listen already.
It's literally
Buy the-
just him.
How can we support the band?
Honestly, Bandcamp. Bandcamp would be a good one.
What's that?
So Bandcamp is it's a platform very much like Spotify, Apple Music.
Okay.
If you basically you can buy our music there as a digital download. You can put it on your computer or whatever, and still listen to it on Spotify or something. But basically, like that money goes straight to us, especially on Bandcamp Fridays. If you
Okay.
buy that on Friday, it's $10. It's nothing crazy, but that'll go straight into our band account. That's what's going to help fund. The next studio sessions. Like basically, we can't do that until we've made enough money from tours, merch sales. Basically, like whatever you can do, buy our merch, put money into the Bandcamp.
Where can we find it? So Bandcamp, it's a website. Or is
Yes,
it an
yes.
app? It's a website.
Bandcamp.com. Yep,
Bandcamp.com.
It's
And
also
Uncle
an app.
Andy.
That's
you can-
also where we put our demos sometimes too.
Yeah,
So, like,
you find
as
all of our
we're-
music.
You can
there.
download the MP3s,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
Yep.
And
Cool.
as we're like coming up with new music too, which I'm sure we'll be making.
You might
a
find
demo.
it there first.
Yeah, like we'll usually drop some demos first and make some slightly rougher recordings before we actually go to a studio and produce. So with some of our new tracks that are coming together too, if you want to like hear them before we actually do a full studio thing, that's the way to do it.
Bandcamp.com.
We
Check
normally
it out.
make those demos free too.
Okay.
Because like that's kind of how we structure it on Bandcamp. Like the demonstration was our recent demo. It has Flesh on there, it has Ram, it has Navajo, and Wasted. And it was literally just recorded and mixed by us. So it's like just our rough like here you go, listen to it or something, and that's free. Our professionally mixed mastered like professionally produced music, we'll put a $10 tag or 11, like basically $1 a song type thing.
Okay.
But you just keep it forever. You know, it's like
that's a
buying
great way of
CD or
supporting the
something.
band. Like if we,
Yeah.
I like you guys' music and I want to support you guys continuing to make music. I don't want you guys to get, Homie walks by every episode. We got Armed Abe Lincoln out there keeping the streets of Sandy safe.
Yeah.
God bless,
But if you want to support the band, go on there, do that. That way they have free time to continue to make more kick-ass music. How about merch?
And just listen to the music.
Yeah,
like,
running
the
our
best way.
stream numbers up.
We do make money off Spotify.
Okay, because
They're, like-
I've been listening mostly off of YouTube Music because that's
Yes.
what I go on to, which is it's
Sure.
sick that you guys are on there. It's sick that you go onto Instagram and you want to add music. You guys are on there. It's like
You guys
are
making any
official.
money on YouTube? Is there
We need to be-
opportunity?
Nothing off YouTube yet, or no? We got to check for like.
I stream off YouTube pretty frequently at home. If I'll put it on the TV if I want like louder sound,
Yeah, I think it was like we got like $20 from YouTube this past year or
Nice.
something.
Okay.
like
Yeah, hit monetize.
But
We
it
don't
is your
really-
music, so you can monetize it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
We own all of it. Spotify, we got like maybe $200 from this past year. Like
Yep.
it's, it's fractions, but it also helps, like with social media. There's this whole other currency of like when you're applying for venues, applying for to open for other bands and stuff, just trying to be on the register. There's this currency of like, are you relevant to the social media? So there is
Big thing.
something to be said about
That's what
monthly listeners,
Are you-
followers,
are you
shit like
clouded?
that.
I was gonna ask.
yeah.
I'm like, does a band have to become TikTok famous to make it in today's day and age?
That's-
Do you guys need to go viral?
It
to,
streamlines
It doesn't
it.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like any new band. Like, when's the last time we heard of like a new band? Like I'm a little out of touch. I'm getting to the point where I'm out of touch. But it seems like knock on wood, or air quotes, the kids these days, are listening to the same fucking music we grew up listening to.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem
Oh,
like a
it's-
lot of new bands have come out.
It's just
It's really saturated.
It's super saturated.
Yeah, and
The
anything that does
barrier-
come out, it's like it's because it went viral on TikTok
Yeah.
and then it becomes
Yeah.
popular or
Well,
something.
it's your barrier for entry is so low yet so high.
It's like skating and snowboarding.
because like it's so accessible. Back in the day you had to
Go through
You had to
channels.
go through different channels. You had to play shows. People had to notice you. You had to
Get on the
picked up.
radio.
Yeah, get on the radio now and like recording. Recording, you used to have to go to studio and get like proper recordings done, unless you're doing some like super underground basement studio or something. Now everybody can buy an interface, everybody can buy mics and run software through their computer, so everyone can just make their own music, put their own albums out. So it's saturated, and then at that point, yeah, you just have to get noticed.
What song would you guys want to have go viral if you could have a song go viral? What do you think's your highest?
Para tu madre.
Gonna make you-
That would be the one.
Oh man.
I don't know if it'd be for a good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, Gypsy's been a
Yeah, it's
big hit. Everyone loves that
Natchies.
song. Natchies,
Wasted.
absolutely. Wasted.
Let's kind of rolls into. I did have one more question for you guys, and who would you like to see ride to your music? If someone could put a part to it, like personally, I want to see Casey Tratz like put
That'd be
together a
sick.
heavy backcountry part to like your guys' music or
That'd be
side country.
sick.
Like that would just
Hell
be
yeah.
fucking appropriate.
Uh-huh.
Just the doom. You
So
know?
Yeah.
The Bivvy Boys used us.
yeah, Bivvy,
Shout out to those
Bivvy
guys.
used us.
Yeah.
And that was some backcountry shit. And they think they used Mormon Land and
Yep.
Wednesday.
And
right?
Wednesday, yep.
Yeah.
Fuck
yep.
yeah.
And there's a skater in Utah that asked to use one of our, and he's like
Patrick
a
Ring, I think.
ripper of a
Okay.
skater.
He used Dope
yeah.
Fiend.
Yeah,
Sick.
it's a skate
Yeah.
crew down in
Patrick Rings films.
yeah, down in Dallas or Houston,
I don't know.
right? Yeah.
Colton messaged me on Instagram and was like, "Yo, a filmer buddy of mine wants to use one of your songs," and they already
Yeah.
you're there, like they already hit me
Dude,
up.
that skate park or that
The
clip.
ripping. They're
Sorry,
ripping.
part. Skate part.
Whose part was it?
I
It
think
was,
a
a
shared
combination.
part. Yeah.
It was like a 16-minute video.
Or like a
and
video
there's-
and they used one of the songs? in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
There
they
was
used
multiple.
Dope Fiend, and it was a fucking heater part,
That guy
dude.
makes sick videos.
I think the ender too was like a fucking tray flip, like front board or something, like I don't
Yeah,
know, and like
yeah,
a
they're
big handrail. It
rippers.
was
Fuck yeah.
fucking
we'll
wild.
have to
I'll
share,
have to
share
check
that
it out,
part.
yeah.
Yeah,
on,
it's
Instagram.
rad for sure.
That's sick.
And it's a song you like too.
Yeah, no, I love it. If I look disappointed, it's because I like to fantasize that one day maybe I'll be able to put the footage together to be like
Donovan
Dope
wanted
Fiend would be
you guys
sick,
to say
Wednesday would be
him.
sick.
It's
Not
yes,
at all.
yes,
Hell no.
It is you.
But I'm happy that other people have done it. And
Yo.
I'm like, oh well, those are the 3 songs that you would
For
do.
me,
So
though,
there you go.
Johan Olafsson from '95.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking part from TB2 or whatever. I want that to be one of our songs.
Okay.
Because that's like one of the most heavy parts, in my opinion, where he hits this one peak in Alaska that's like 3,000 or 4,000 feet, in like 23 seconds or something like.
Oh damn!
Like it's
just screaming down.
Yeah, it's massive.
No, that would be appropriate. Well, fuck, I could keep rattling questions at you guys all day. I'm a big fan, but we'll wrap up the question segment. Let's hit some upcoming events. What do we got to look forward to on the schedule? We got DGS's BYOJJ, January 29th, the Bring Your Own Jib Jam.
Ooh.
Honestly, my personal favorite event that DGS puts together. So
Fuck yeah.
don't miss that. I'm sure we'll be talking about
Do you
more
know
before
where
it
the
happens.
location is of that?
TBD.
Okay.
But I'm sure it's kind of weather dependent.
Yeah.
is typically how it ends up. But
Cool.
we'll have to
Do you
hear it from the
guys
horse's
got
mouth.
a feature that you're already planned to bring?
We should do like a hood report.
We should.
feature.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should.
Yo, we'll
maybe
bring
we'll,
I'll go buy a fucking guitar cab down, like some cheap cab or something like that. Let's
That would
bring
be
that
sick.
up, man.
Yeah.
Tap.
Yeah,
I
dude.
have the glory hole. Just
maybe
set
we'll
that shit
just
right.
set the table up and then we'll like be in the middle of it doing an episode while it's going
Yes.
down and
That'd
like,
be cool.
we are a feature. I don't know. I want to
That'd be
ride in
cool.
it too though. But
That's
yeah,
January 29th.
You
January
guys
29th.
should stream snowboard events, like have a little setup at the bottom of the toe.
We
where you
want
could
to do-
commentate it and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we want.
That'd be sick.
We gotta get the toe open and then we got some ideas to.
Yeah.
If I can't ride there, maybe I can go there and talk about everyone riding there.
Yeah, probably finesse a ticket out of that.
Yeah. What else do we got? The Ski and Ride shorts and clips. The first Monday of every month. That's how it's going down?
Yeah, it's a ski bowl video showing.
yeah.
at
Yeah,
the
Griff is
Stu.
putting it together.
Send your shit to
Yeah.
Griffin.
So I think they just did the
Nice.
first one, but there'll be one in February, first Monday of February.
Yeah, so check out on Instagram is probably the best
Were
way
you
to
up
find
there
the
for
link.
that, Josh? Did you see
No,
that? Go down?
I was
Yeah.
out of town. That was this
Okay.
Monday.
Yeah, I think so. I was
But-
here working the shop.
So
Yeah,
is it a
it
video
is-
contest series or is
it's-
it just submit your videos and we'll play
It's
it?
kind of like small venues that let like local bands play. Kind of have bring your videos, let all your friends see them, maybe draw people in so that other people are starting to see them.
Sort of like the Govy Oscars,
Yeah,
but
essentially.
every month
But, like,
kind of
monthly.
thing. Bless you.
And
That's
just-
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you can submit your clips on the Ski Bowl Park Crew page,
yeah.
and
nice.
we'll put them in a playlist.
Are you guys making the
I
edits?
think
or is
I think
it...
Griff had to put them all in a playlist for this first one.
Wow,
so it's
cool.
very Park Crew's putting down for it.
Yeah,
Hell
shout
yeah.
outs Griff,
So
way to
send
put
your
some work
clips to
in.
Griff
Yeah, Griff and
of
Frigga.
Ski Bowl,
Fuck
and
yeah.
we'll play them
Sick.
next first Monday.
I think you might get free food or drinks or something.
Yeah, there's
Well-
probably a good chance you'll win something.
Yeah.
Because of that, I was going to nominate Griff for the Scum of the Week this week, but
Okay.
because we think that he's probably going to do something sicker at some point this year once the rope toe actually opens, and also because a heater clip came in at the last minute, we got Nick as our Scum of the Week this week. For
Yeah.
what did he do? He did the ride on 50 all the way across the cement wall that's like at the new Sandy Skate Park. There's
Yeah.
the bowl, and you like ride on 50 through the big ass cement barrier wall, around the 90-degree corner and off over the gate. So
Yeah,
we'll
it was-
post a clip. It was fucking
It was
insane.
on Record Shop in Sandy Instagram. You can
Yeah.
check it out too.
Nick's an amazing skater. So hey Nick,
Congratulations. You are the scum of the week.
fuck yeah, yeah.
First try.
Andy's pretending like he had headphones on there. Shout out to Nick. You're one of our favorite skaters. Dude's
we got
fucking insane.
we got some prizes for Scum of the Week.
We do. I'm
Okay.
working on some Hood Report merch. It'll be
okay,
available
yeah.
hopefully by the next episode. But we got some band merch for Scum of the Week. What are they winning?
We got a shirt and a CD for you. So shoot us over your shirt size, and we'll get you a CD as well.
Fuck yeah.
Nick works at Millennial Records. Oh no, Mississippi Records. You guys, do you guys know him?
Yeah.
What?
No,
Nick
but
Marsden?
I've been to-
No, Nick
Zoran.
Zoran.
Really?
Zoran.
So
No,
he'd
sorry,
probably
no,
be
I
a
say
good
your last name.
contact for you guys to make at Mississippi
fuck
Records.
yeah.
He's worked there for a while.
Nick, hit us up on Instagram. We'll get you more than a shirt.
Uncle Andy Band.
Yes, Uncle
Yeah,
Andy
at
Band.
Uncle Andy
With a
Band.
K.
There you go. We'll put you guys together. But yeah, Nick, you alls kill it. So if you weren't gonna get it now, you're gonna get it at some point. So congratulations, dude. But yeah, that's kind of the show for this week. Thank you guys for coming in and sitting in, and we'll have to get together and do it again
yeah.
sometime. Thank you guys for letting us use your music for the theme music for the show. It's
Fuck yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
on brand. And
Yeah, do you guys like the theme music, or do you want to switch the song up?
Oh, we love it.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's
sounds
great.
good.
Stay
Yeah.
with it.
Also,
Okay.
I just want to say, like, if anyone ever out there, want to use music for an edit, something like that, like,
Do it.
just do it.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
You have our permission. Like, just do it. We love to
Forgiveness
see it.
over permission. Just
Absolutely.
spread the
Tag you
joy.
guys, right? Share it with you
Sure,
guys. Yeah.
sure, you know,
Yeah.
or not, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
When is your guys' next show? Do you have
We've
it?
got February 6th at Twilight Cafe and Bar down in Portland.
Okay.
So it's on Grand Ave, Central East Side, close to downtown. We're actually bringing down a new mountain band called Extolment. So Nevin's drumming because
Yeah.
he's the mountain drummer.
Sick.
And we've got Shonsky playing bass, Luke Langley on guitar, and Chocolate Bananas singing.
Okay, fuck yeah.
So they're gonna open. We're playing after that, and then we've got Breath, super heavy like doom band from Portland, and then Sandcrawler, another doom band that specializes around like Star Wars lyric doom.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome, man. So
Do they
yeah.
dress up as the Jawas? Is that their thing?
Are
What
the
do they
Jawas
do?
the one with the hoods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They dress up. Yeah,
Okay.
they dress up as the Jawas. Like they do this full on doom metal thing. It's fucking rad for sure.
We
So,
got,
yeah,
we got
February
someone trying to
6th,
come in the door. February
like-
6th, we'll.
Twilight Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time is it there?
It's like 11 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
I like how people are trying to like open the door, like you
It happens
see-
every episode. Someone's in there trying to come be a part of it.
You
which
cool
is
guy,
great.
bad guy.
We're filming a
We're
porno.
gonna go to Zoomies now.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Sorry, player.
going to Zoomies now.
Well, sick. Anyone that you guys would like to thank as we wrap things up here?
Carly for sure.
Yeah.
Carly.
Yes.
We love
Yeah.
you, Carly.
I mean, Matt Danger,
Yeah.
Dad, thank you for
Are you guys still
helping us
on
out.
No Pants record
Yeah,
label?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more it's a family. Like
Yeah.
we're there's no money involved for
Kind of
anyone.
casual,
yeah.
They
But
help you out.
he helps promote. He helps it's he's such great support.
And he brings the
Yeah.
Di-Serono.
There's other
right.
band, like when we were touring in San Francisco, there was a band on No Pants that we played with. So like we've linked with other bands on
San
the
Diego.
Yeah, it's helped connect
Yeah.
the dots in
Yeah.
different places. Also, shout out to Justin Phelps, the guy who
Yeah.
Yep.
helped produce our last 2 records, Hallowed Halls Studio.
He's an amazing guy,
Records
amazing
us,
place.
mixes us, guides us in song title choices.
Wicked good singer, too.
Yeah. Also Govy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Honestly,
Thank you. We
like
love you, Govy.
none of this would be possible without Govy. Like
Yeah.
everyone that's involved, you guys, like if it wasn't for Govy, like none of us would know each other. And
Yeah.
like there's something special to be said about the community up there. And like even just this podcast, I appreciate because it's bringing people together. Like
Yeah.
this community
dude.
is something that we can never lose. Even if we're losing our fucking housing up there, even if people are taking over, turning it into a fucking, big ski resort, blah blah blah, whatever. Fuck off. Like this is
still
Govy, dude.
Yeah, I think that Govy has what a lot of other places are searching for, and I almost don't want to broadcast it to the world because I want it to stay true to what it is. But
It's not that good. It's shitty.
yeah,
You
it's
wouldn't
shitty.
like it.
Well, thank you guys, and back at you. If it wasn't for the band, Govy wouldn't be quite what it is. So you guys, we all tie it together. It's sick.
Got
You
it.
guys are one of the big inspirations for me being able to start this. Just knowing that, look at what some of my friends have done. It's possible. So, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
thank
It's
you guys.
nice to keep the music scene alive up in Govy because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for a minute there was not really a music scene, and then, I feel like when there's been other people that are starting to play music and stuff, and just it's a spot for other bands to come play because of what we're doing. I feel like otherwise bands would never be playing up in Govy, or very rarely.
So that's actually one more thank you I'd like to throw out. De La Soul. Or Via Soul. Sorry.
De La Soul.
Yeah, De La Soul. Thank you guys.
dude. That was
Via
like
Soul.
the last-
Via Soul, like they're that's what inspired me to want to play at Charlie's back when I first saw them. And I know same with you. Like all of us have seen them, when they were playing and stuff. And so like just keeping that going, I hope maybe we can inspire another group of kids to get another band going up here. Like keep it going. That's the biggest thing.
Fuck yeah. Well, as long as we're stroking egos over here, let's say thank you to some other people in the community that make this place what it is.
Mount Hood Mobile.
Mount Hood Mobile. I'm out here doing brake jobs. Hit me up. It's been good and busy lately. I'm freaking tired right now. So thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate it. We got Die Govy Scum. Hit them up. Check out the website. We got events under the way. Church. Respect. Thank you.
That's another tattoo I have on my ass.
It says Chooch.
Nice.
Chutch.
Oh.
But yeah.
Do you really?
The only tattoos.
The
you have
temple.
are on
He's
your
got the
ass.
chest.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He had to.
Yeah.
I came home one day and Andy's face down on our kitchen table with his ass out, getting a touch tattoo.
Pretty typical scenario.
It was, yeah, it was
Come home.
Typical scenario.
Oh, there's Andy.
Nice.
That didn't come up in the episode.
Thank you for
we
your
should-
rep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all, for life, man.
For life. You're on the team.
Bless your rep.
Bless your rep.
God damn. Also, thank you, BDK Board Shop, a record shop, Sandy. Swing in, check them out. Shout outs to Hood Girls, and shout outs to everyone else on Hood who makes it what it is. Friday, we mentioned you earlier. So, thank you guys. Much love to everyone. Over and out from the Hood Report.
Say another certified hood.
Oh, another certified hood. Classic.
Yeah.
Nice.